Welcome back to the Underground Broadcast.
Live.
Ah, yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy shout out to Street Team Tony. Let me hit it for you, Tony, for being here first. All the way from the San Fernando Valley in California, Baja California.
Yeah, but you know, while you were singing that, I wrote another tune, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
What you got that costume on for, man? You ain't no cholo, you're a culo. You ain't no cholo, you're a culo. Takes a lot of cojones to be a cholo. You ain't no goddamn cholo. Why you got that on? Why you got that costume on? Because that's all it is. For you, it's just a costume. Take it off, homie. Take it off.
God damn it, Tony. You tell those fucking fake-ass Mexicans to take that costume off. Or better yet, you tell them to put a costume on, because Trump's gonna fucking deport their asses.
Live.
You know how we do when we do what it is that we do on this channel, motherfuckers. Cheers, Tony. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing all right, everybody. I came home to find a note on my fucking door. Yeah. And guess what? My rent's gone up $150. God damn it. Apparently there's no law at all that prevents people from raising your rent all of a sudden a ridiculous amount like that. Believe me, I called every lawyer in town and they all told me the same shit. That people can actually do that to you and there's nothing you can do about it. That's the problem in this country is the housing. It's really expensive to live anywhere, for fuck's sakes. I mean, we're barely making it. I don't give a shit about the food and the gas. They need to make it cheaper to live. They need to put a fucking cap on. They can't be raising your rent every goddamn fucking month and shit. Bidenomics, my ass. I live in a shitty neighborhood. There's literally people shooting up heroin right here in the corner and shit. You go outside and you step on shit, and it's not dog or cat shit. It's actual human feces from the fucking homeless who just took a shit outside your house and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad neighborhood. There's fucking people. I hear gunshots every night. Fucking raising my rent. Sons of bitches. Fuck the livable wage. All they gotta do is put a stop on the fucking housing. It's ridiculous. I mean, at this point, I might as well be paying for a house. What the fuck am I doing? But I can't pay for a house because I'm too brown to qualify for one. So I gotta come to these shitty apartments where I might get shot walking my dog every afternoon. God damn it. Anyways, I ain't gonna bother with my problems. I know y'all motherfuckers have problems yourself. I'm just gonna say, remember, motherfuckers, this is our social media. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, on X, sunofman665, and on Rumble. You just gotta search the Underground Broadcast. We still need 20 subscribers on Rumble so they can give us a goddamn little shit. Alright? They're treating us like ass in Rumble. Even in Rumble, they don't like us. Cheers, Gomer! Let me hit it for Gomer Kyle, who's here.
What's your name, scumbag?
Gomer Pie?
Private Pile, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to wipe that stupid-looking grin off your face, or I will gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck you! 1, 2, 3!
Shazam!
Oh, yeah. Cheers, Gomer. Choking on the smoke. I'm trying to talk. Thank you for being here, motherfucker. I love you. All right. Remember, we're trying to get monetized. We're never gonna get monetized on this channel. There's so many fucking shits we gotta do. I don't know. I don't even feel. I'm so fucking depressed. I don't even feel like fucking promoting this channel anymore. God damn it. All I'm gonna say is that we're poor as fuck. If you want to send us money so we can live for another day in this shitty ass America, send it to ko-fi.com/the underground broadcast and we'll give you a shout out and we'll make you an intro and all that ass like everyone else. Cheers. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit notifications, as they say. Ka-ching! And all that ass. Alright. Let's get started with the show. I ain't gonna fuck around today. Let's get into the weekly political news.
This is on. Hello. Hello, no ho. Okay.
In the Ice Age, how much taxes did people pay?
Richard Nixon, surprisingly, had problems.
You could experience everything from a plane crashing into our trade center to a...
The dark side is very powerful in Biden.
That's a banana republic without the banana.
I'm being indicted for you. Thanks a lot.
Jesus was arrested.
His gaggle of crackpot lawyers.
I'd say sometimes to a lawyer, are you sure you want to represent me?
His weight is listed 215.
He looks good, and he looks hard.
She'd rather let
What?
Cheers to our great politicians we put all our faith and trust in. May God have mercy on your souls, you bastards. It was a very interesting week in politics this week, fellas. Very, very interesting, very entertaining. Let me give you a quick recap of what went down, because we did have a change of the guard, as they like to say in some circles. But yes, we did have a change in policies and but one day, on Sunday, Sleepy Uncle Joel's last day, he did something unprecedented. He censored a social media platform for the first time ever in this country. He did it. And it was crazy because I didn't think it was going to happen, even if it did happen for one fucking day. It happened on Sunday. Nobody had TikTok. Nobody. Everybody woke up. All these little girls and all over America, hundreds of thousands of poor young trans non-binary lesbians. All of them woke up looking for their little 30-second fucking attention spans, or looking to post another video to bitch and complain about somebody made fun of them because they're wearing a dress even though they shouldn't be, or they're trying to look like something they're not, or even their parents don't accept them and make fun of them and shit. My parents did. They called me a baguette my whole life. It's pussies. It's alright. I don't like them either. They don't like me. I don't like them. Alright, it's a mutual. It works out. That's the way our relationship's always been. But yes, all these little kids, these wokesters were crying and shit. But God bless America, because one man stood up for these children. One man stood up for our goddamn given right of freedom of speech, my friends. Yes, Donald Trump. What the fuck's going on? Donald Trump. There it is. Sorry about that. We're drunk and high on this show. Saved TikTok. Yes, it happened. Oh my God. And all over the internet, because TikTok posted this, and they specifically said, thank you, President Trump. We thank President Trump for providing us with the clarity and assurance that we'll be back as soon as he's in office again. Yeah. And he says, we stand strong with the First Amendment and freedom of speech. And so all these little fucking non-binary confused children were even more confused all of a sudden, because they didn't know if they should be happy about the guy they hate so much saving their stupid little platform they used to complain about. Because all of a sudden, I don't have a voice anymore because no one else will pay attention to me. The only people that pay attention to me are the people on the internet. So I get on TikTok and I get millions of views. That's why I do it. Nobody listens to me in real life. Fuck you. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so it was very interesting. And ironic, if you ask me. The guy you hate saves the platform you love so much. Oh, fucking Trump. Cheers! And cheers to all the woke pack tonight.
Live.
And since you all just got here, let me hit it for Mr. Anthony Timmons, coming all the way from Sin State, Nevada. This is for you, Timmons.
I spent 8 years trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply
A dancing clown that's been convicted of 38 murders.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
See anything you like? See anything you like?
Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there.
Cheers, Timmons, you motherfucker. And let me hit it for the one, the only, a super Saiyan, Hoku.
I want to have the world's most comfortable pair of ultra soft.
And remember, it's always
Live.
oh yeah. Cheers. Happy Friday, everybody. Let's keep it going. It's like I said, Trump saved these pussies. We're on TikTok and shit. I don't like TikTok. TikTok bans our videos. Every other video I post, they either mute it because they say I'm talking ass, or they fucking just tell me it goes against their policies. I don't understand when you see all these non-binaries talking about murdering presidents, and you see all these little girls jumping around with their titties, and they're underage. So I don't know why I can't say the things that I say on TikTok. So I don't really give a shit. I was happy those pussies were crying on Sunday. They should be taking their asses to church, like everyone else who's going to heaven, because the rest of us are going to hell because we don't go to church. Nah, yeah. All right, anyways, let's keep it going because we did. It finally fucking happened. He is back. Lucky number 47, baby. Oh, yeah. Yes, fucking Trump got officially inaugurated. He is now our 47th president. He joins an elite, a very select few club of motherfuckers who can say I got to be president twice, because there is not a lot of motherfuckers who can say that. FDR, of course, they made that rule because FDR almost became king of this country. And shit. FDR did it. Of course, Trump. Obama did it. George W. did it. Fucking idiot. Who else did it? The guy who took over for Kennedy. No, what was his name? Johnson. I think Lyndon Johnson. Well, it wasn't for 2 times president. It was one of those things. It was like one of those things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It's crazy. He is literally the most hated, and according to the news and the media and all the non-binary homosexual lesbians, not the gays. Some of the gays, they like this motherfucker. Trust me. No. He is the most hated and certainly the most controversial motherfucker who has ever run for president. And yet he won twice. It's insane. when you literally think about it. It's kind of crazy what happened. Now, I'm not going to go over the whole inauguration. I'm going to go over the highlights. Y'all motherfuckers, if you know, we sporadically, suddenly fucking did it live that day. We came home from work because there was no work. Because apparently everybody, it was Martin Luther King Day, and nowadays everybody gets MLK Day off. I don't understand why. When I was young, I always had to work on MLK Day and Columbus Day. But nowadays, all those are national holidays and everybody doesn't go to work. So I had to come back because there's no work and shit. So I came back and I decided to stream fucking the Trump shit live. And we watched it live. I wasn't drinking like I am tonight. I'm already 2.5 beers in. And you know what? Fuck you. Let's go for number 3. Right here live on the broadcast. Cheers. Nice and cold for you motherfuckers. So, you know, we did sober. We were smoking high. I think we even ate lunch. But we were here doing it. Some of the woke pack showed up. You know what it is? We even had one of these fucking, pussy trolls show up. I really don't give a fuck. Everybody's welcomed here, as long as you're brown and semi-white. We don't want no lizards or aliens watching us. And that includes the illegal ones as well. Not just the intergalactic ones who shapeshift and shit. I'm talking about the motherfuckers from Colombia and Bolivia and Brazil and shit. Mexico. The criminals. All right, we want the workers here. We like the hard workers. We just don't want the rapists and shit like Trump said. Anyways. So if you want to watch it, you can go back and watch the live stream. I think we did like 3.5 hours. Some ass like that. But anyways. So I'm going to show you just, some of the best parts. A quick little rundown of some of the things that went down. Everybody was talking about. But apparently, this was a type of inauguration where it was like nobody gave a fuck. It was super disrespectful. Nobody gave a fuck about Trump, and it was super disrespectful by everyone who showed up. If you were watching it live with us, you know, because we were cracking jokes the whole time about everything that was happening. Like I said, I'm not going to go over every single little thing. But there's a couple of things that I do want to talk about that we didn't mention during the live stream, all right? But there was something fishy going on at that fucking inauguration. Somebody, or maybe, I don't know. There's speculations. My theory is everybody smoked a blunt of something and then before outside, and then they came into this ass. Or George W. or Hunter Biden spiked the punch bowl. But people were acting funny. Number one suspect right here, George W. All you gotta do is just look at him. And he was doing this the whole time. He was tripping. I mean, this looks like a man. This guy's on something, man. I mean, I've acted like that on several occasions where I'm like, man, I really shouldn't be in here with this many people right now. Cheers, W! It was really crazy, man. It's obvious these motherfuckers were fucking on it. Hunter Biden was back there doing lines and shit. Motherfuckers were getting crazy. But it got crazy because you think I'm lying. You think, oh, well, Bush is nuts. Bush is a screw loose. He always acts like that anyways, son of man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's more proof that there was drugs going on at this fucking inauguration. Nobody was respecting Trump. Everybody was giving a fuck, all right? And this is even from Trump's people. Here it is. Yeah. Look at this fucking nerd. This nerd who is usually shy as fuck, doesn't even want to dance to YMCA. He's on his phone fucking playing World of Warcraft or whatever the fucking shit those motherfuckers are playing right now. And all of a sudden, he's the most excited one in the room. He's giving thumbs up and shit. And acting a goddamn fool the whole time he was there. He was. We're not going to get into the whole other stuff that he did later. You don't want to talk about. But yes, there was some kind of drugs. Street Team Tony. It could have been adrenochrome. Maybe everybody went and ate a couple of children. They scared the shit out of them. And then they murdered them, and then they drank the blood. because they need their adrenaline in the blood when they do it. I've read it online. I've never taken part of that. You know, obviously, if you would have seen me taking part of it, I would look fucking hotter than this. All right? And younger, too. And I'd be famous and rich and powerful. But that's not the case. All right? That's not the case. But yes, look at Baron Trump, the dude, one of the future leaders of the world. And he is just sick and tired of being next to that nerd. You could tell he's all like, one day when I'm in charge, people like you will be thrown into prisons. Cheers! Oh my God. It's gonna happen, fellas. It's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. That's one of the future leaders of the world, and he's not gonna be like his dad. This kid, I got a feeling is gonna be really well respected. Yes, this guy's not gonna be like his dad, bro. This guy, I mean, they've been grooming him from birth to make sure he's gonna be the next fucking leader of the free world one day. He's definitely got the look, the height, the bloodline, Aryan, obviously. You know, what was it, Melania? It was a fucking, no, not Melania. What was the other one? The other, Ivanka. Ivanka was over there, like some fucking from Russian, from the Tsars and shit. You know, she already had money. So Trump, you know, it's on the bloodlines, you know. It's got Aryan blood in him for the Anunnakis. So this is a future leader of the one of the future leaders of the world in the future. Hopefully we'll all be dead. We don't have to fucking live in that shitty world where they're gonna chip everybody. And you know, if you fucking worship anything that's not the fucking you know, the new Maitreya, then you know they're gonna throw you in a fucking prison camp or some ass. Yeah, it's gonna suck ass for everyone who lives there, but you know what? It's okay. The world's gonna be full of non-binaries and a bunch of confused children by then. So, you know, it's just the way it is. But let's keep it going because one of the most embarrassing things that did happen, I'm telling you, nobody gave a fuck that Trump was being president. Super disrespectful, by the way. Super disrespectful. For a man who's just accomplished so much in just a few days. We'll get into that. We'll get into that in just a bit. But here we go. More ass. And it came from the Democrats this time. Because that was all the Republicans fucking up. Doing drugs and shit. Not giving a fuck, respecting Trump being president. But then the Democrats came in. And John Fetterman shows up in the same clothes he literally got elected into his state. He hasn't changed clothing. Why did people vote this fucking artard in office of their state? He's not even wearing underwear under those fucking gym shorts. His dick and balls are flapping. Look at it. They're flapping all over the place. Oh, there should be some kind of fucking dress code not letting this motherfucker in. Yeah. Do cavity searches on George Bush, take out all the fucking LSD and drugs he's gonna fucking spike the punch bowl with. Everybody's fucking high coming in here with their balls out. What the fuck kind of inauguration is this? Oh my God. Very embarrassing for the country. For the country. I literally wish I was from another country, like maybe like French, and I could be like, suck it in blue. Look at this, retarded American. Oh, they're wearing good underwear. You know? Fuck. How does another country look at us? It doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. This is fucking embarrassing as fuck. For you. Watching at home. Not for me, I'm wearing makeup. There's nothing that embarrasses me. Cheers! Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button to keep up to date with all your weekly political news here on the Underground Broadcast with the Son of Man. But the disrespect continued. And this time it continued with the +1 guests. Because, you know, the politicians came in, but they brought guests because you get a +1. And of course, the only people that are invited are people within the Illuminati, the little crew, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to get rich motherfuckers, you're going to get billionaires, and a bunch of people you don't know. But you are going to get motherfuckers who are really flashy, billionaires. And one of them brought his, I don't know, I guess his wife or fiance, whatever the fuck. Jeff Bezos brought in Laura Sanchez. And she literally stole the show, fellas! Oh, yeah! Live. Oh, my God. This Botox-injected, silicone-pumped Mexican whore actually showed up to a presidential inauguration, knowing this is going to go down in the history books. Forever. Looking like this. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Son of man ever becomes president. I'm going to be the only one fucking guy there looking a fool. And everybody else is going to be in black ties and suits. And the women are going to be wearing that shit that the Muslims wear, covering their faces. That's the dress code for my inauguration, bitches. Yeah. Wow. Look at this lady's crazy. She has no shame, bro. No shame. I am made out of plastic, so I have to show what my Bezos provided and paid for. Oh my God. Her lips, look at... It looks like she's literally doing this. Like she's sucking something. But that's just, you know, the way they suck the fat out of her cheeks. They put a needle and they sucked some of the fucking, you know, natural skin layers. And that's why she looks like a puckering fish. And her titties are like, you know, because they hang because she's old. But then all of a sudden, it's just like two fucking round, hard baseballs. They're perfect. Her eyes are like, she looks Asian. She doesn't even look Mexican anymore. The Botox she put underneath her. I need to get that, man. I can literally see the wrinkles right now on the fucking screen. God damn it. Y'all are lucky I can't afford any of this. The minute I get signed, we're doing the whole thing. And I'm getting tits. Just like that. Oh, yeah, yes! Live. Oh, my God. I mean, she stole the show, I think. Definitely the most embarrassing thing there. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg definitely got an eyeful. Everyone did. Everyone was there. Look at that Zuckerberg. He's like, you know, my Asian wife doesn't have tits like that. Maybe I should get her a pair. Can you give me the number to the doctor that Bezos took you to? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I don't know who invited these motherfuckers, but I'm telling you, dude, somebody fucked up by not having a dress code and allowing these people to walk in the building dressed and on drugs and pretty much in underwear. Because it's embarrassing to the country. Period. Yeah. Anyways. After the inauguration, they do this fucking stupid tradition where they fucking go to a Catholic church, and they fucking want to, you know, worship the sun, and, you know, all these rituals about Saturn, and about the winter solstice where the sun doesn't move for 3 days, and then after 3 days it starts moving again, symbolizing the death and rebirth of the Lord Jesus Christ. So yeah, a bunch of old Roman pagan rituals disguised under Christianity, disguised under the very fucking prophet, or not really prophet, but the teacher They murdered almost 2,000 years ago, and then wrote a book. You know, are literally using his image to control millions of people around, billions maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy Satanists and non-binaries nowadays, but at least definitely millions of people around the world. So they do this annual tradition. I used to do this. My parents used to drag us to fucking Catholic church. I was raised Catholic. Go figure. That's why I can spot the bullshit when I see it. Because I was raised with these people, so I saw it right away. I'm like, come on, Mom, don't give me this shit. The Bible's saying you shouldn't worship nobody but God. There you are praying to God's mom and all his friends, and you have little statues. The Bible's telling you not to do that, you dumbass. But the church and the priests are telling me I should. All right, Mom, keep doing your thing, you little dumb Indian. Cheers! Some people are just, all you gotta do is tell them what to do and they do it. I don't understand why they're like that. God bless my mom, though. Anyways, so yeah, they had their church shit. And we had a bishop, a non-binary bishop named Marion Boudier, probably French, some shit like that. But she gave Mr. President Trump, in front of all the congregation, a plea before ending the Mass. And here's a snippet of it. Actually, the most important part.
In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation. But the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here.
Oh my God. It's always nice when the Catholic Church asks for someone to have compassion. The Catholic Church, who suddenly, in the last 10, 15 years, but I want to say 10, suddenly changes their stance after thousands of years of persecution against homosexuals, lesbians, transsexuals, anybody who puts on makeup, and basically anybody who doesn't worship the way they worship. Not only that, but let's go into the burning of witches and the fucking holy wars where they went in and they killed all the fucking Muslims and shit because they were believing in something different than them. And not only that, they even killed their very own knights they sent to do the biddings, the Knights Templar, because they didn't want to get caught. Yeah. It's always nice when suddenly, conveniently, the Catholic Church is all like, we want to defend the gays and the lesbians and the children we've abused and all the browns we've murdered over the thousands of fucking years that we've existed. The people we persecuted. Yeah. It's always nice when they fucking want to point a finger at someone else. You know what it is? Why they're doing this? Money. Yeah. Apparently, We're not getting people coming to church every Sunday, so that little basket that went around that you threw your pennies or your $2 and shit that equals to hundreds and millions of dollars a year by each fucking church all over the world, sending it back to the Vatican in Italy. So everything in Italy is everything covered, plated in gold, everything adored in diamonds. The fucking priest, the fucking Pope walks around with a staff made of pure fucking gold, and Jesus is right there made of gold, dying on the fucking cross. God damn it. All the money, hundreds of millions of dollars. They can just give all that money away and end world hunger, fix the world's economy. Everything would be perfect and everything would be blissful. But no, they need more money and they're not making enough money. So now it's time to you know what? God changed his mind. The homosexuals can come into heaven. And the non-binaries and transsexuals too. And all the browns and everyone we persecuted over the years, you can come into heaven. Come on in. Just give us your money. Also, we have a YouTube channel, a TikTok. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and like and subscribe and all that bullshit. Signed, the Pope and this fucking lesbian fucking lady. Fuck you! I want to tell you right now, the Catholic Church is the Church of Satan. If there is one fucking organization that has been controlled and manipulated and used by the devil on this fucking planet, it is the Catholic fucking Church. Everything this lady spat out at this rapist, at this fucking racist, at this savior of America is a bunch of bullshit. You're like saying, what is that? I'm sorry to go to college, but what is that saying? Y'all help me out. You like calling the kettle black and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker. Go look in the mirror before you start spewing your fucking rhetoric, dumb lady. Oh. The fucking... It was embarrassing for Trump, but I think it was more embarrassing for the Catholic Church. Because hopefully people are not as stupid as I think they are. What they probably are, because nobody watches this goddamn channel. You might get a little smarter from a motherfucker who didn't go to college. You dumbass. Yeah, this is just ass. And you know what bothers me is this fucking message literally started like this. And pay attention, all right? Pay attention to this.
In the name of our God, I ask you. In the name of our God, I ask you.
In the name of our God.
What was missing from her statement? Because right after that, her whole rhetoric and speech went on that we already listened to. And you know what that was all about. But she started her statement like that. In the name of our God, all this bullshit. What God, lady? Why was it so hard for her to say Jesus Christ? Why? Why is it so hard for a person, a woman, non-binary lesbian of God, to say the word Jesus Christ when she says in the name of our God?
In the name of our God, I ask you. In the name of our God, I ask you.
In the name of our God.
Which fucking God is she talking about? The same one who's persecuted all the fucking people that now she is trying to defend? What God is that? Well, isn't it obvious? It's the God of the non-binaries. Ah, oh my God. Melanie Mack would be the best guest to have on right now. We'd go viral with the ass coming out of her mouth. Oh my God, there's so much layers of ass just in this little fucking shit that went on there. I'm not saying Trump is holy or nothing like that. By far, none of these people we watch who are in control and make the decisions that affect each and every one of us each and every single fucking day. None of these fucking people are good. You don't get to a position like that in the world by being good to people. By being good to others. This fucking lady from the church can't even say the name of her God. Because guess what? That's not her God. She can't say it. She can't say Jesus Christ. It hurts her. I swear to God, man. Oh, it's sad. I ain't even Christian, and I know this. I can see it. I ain't even Christian. Melody Mac, props to you. But if me, some fucking crazy guy wearing makeup doing drugs on the internet, can't see this, and you can't, oh my God, you're more lost than I am. And I'm the one on here fucked up. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, enough of fucking the inauguration days and shit. The god of the non-binary is David Bowie. Cheers, Sweet Tea Tony! The god of BBC. Oh my God, I've seen that god. He fucks amazing, Timmons. Cheers! People are waiting for the flying saucers. Oh, you guys wait for that. Trump's gonna bring it out sooner or later. It's gonna happen. Oh, good times, good times. Well. It turns out Trump's administration is already having some kind of internal struggles. Which happens. It happens. But this happened faster than we anticipated. Because Vivek Ramaswamy is out of here. Yes, my friends. He is no longer a member of the Doji with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is solely the only one running this doji. There's a lady from the Democrats who's trying to, if there's a position open, I should be there with Elon Musk also deciding what gets cut in the government. So she's trying to weasel herself in there to save some Democratic jobs. We'll see how that pans out. We'll see how the rest of the week pans out next week. But for now, Elon Musk is the only one fucking running the doji. Ramaswamy, there's rumors saying that they didn't like him and they kicked him out. Suddenly, Ramaswamy now is saying, I'm gonna run for governor of Ohio, folks, because I came all the way from India to ride horses and learn how to go down the cattle trail with the motherfuckers down here in Ohio. Oh, yeah. He's getting better at his southern accent. I'm not, apparently. But yes, Ramaswamy is out of there. And no, I know there's going to be a lot of motherfuckers want to say that Elon Musk, he didn't like Ramaswamy, that he was jealous and shit. And he's a racist. And he's like, no, man, he's not a racist. This motherfucker literally grew up, was born in South Africa. He's been surrounded by brown people his entire life. He can't hate brown people. It's not like he's a fucking Nazi or something. I watched the video. They're gonna show it. Y'all seen it. I mean, he puts his hand on his heart, and then he goes like that. And goddamn it, man, even it's a fucking Nazi salute. This guy's a fucking dumbass. I don't know why he did that. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was still high from the inauguration, because you saw how everybody was on drugs. We showed it earlier. This guy's a fucking moron. Now I'm worried about why that Trump let him into government. Oh my God. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be a very entertaining 4 years, fellas. Because these are the type of people who are running the government now. Out of control, tech billionaires or geniuses on drugs with no leash. Apparently. I'll tell you, man, if I was Trump, if I was president, I'd have everybody on a fucking leash. Literally. And a whip. Motherfucker. In public. With cameras. And showing everybody, if you get out of line, this is where you're gonna end up too. So you better not misbehave. And follow the rules. That's the way I'd be. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Anyways, moving on from Elon Musk and his ass, fucking Nazi ass. The very next day, Trump... Well, actually, that day, he was... Fuck, I don't even know why I said the very next day. That very fucking afternoon, this son of a bitch did it. He fucking did it. Everyone says it's a publicity stunt. This is ass. Blah, blah, blah. He's crazy. No, this motherfucker signed an executive order. It is fucking official. At least in American history books, the children from now on will be taught that that body of water is called the Gulf of America. Live. Holy fucking shit, bro. Oh my God, y'all motherfuckers ain't ready for the next 4 years. I mean, they had this live. They were just giving him black folders. That motherfucker didn't even read nothing. He would just tell the guy, "What is this?" "Okay." "What is this?" Good. "What is this?" He's not reading the details or what those motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Because someone came up with a plan and they're gonna put and this and this and this and this, all these little extra things. This motherfucker doesn't read nothing. He just signing it. Because that's what a president does. He does what he's told. Holy shit, bro. We're in for this next 4 years are gonna be crazy. I can't wait. It's happening, man. This guy, I mean, people say he was crazy, but he did it the first day. A lot of executive orders were fucking passed. Some of them including turning the border into a state of emergency. They are deploying fucking troops right now. Look it up on the internet. The news isn't covering yet. It's not covering it yet. But if you type it in on the internet, look for it. There are some outlets. They are deploying troops to the border right now. I live in Texas. All right, I'm from the border, so I still read the news there. They're going to deploy troops already over there. He's declared it a state of emergency. All right. He said that gangs, any kind of gang that is not from the United States, you know, because if it's the Crips or the Bloods transporting drugs, that's fine. They're gangs, they're criminals. We'll stop them too, he says. But if it's a gang that's from another country and that's doing illegal transactions into our country, they're going to be considered terrorist, foreign terrorist. And I'm giving authorization for whoever has contact with them to eliminate them, not to arrest them, not to bring them in for trial and jury, to eliminate foreign terrorists. That's the end of the drug war, bro. That's the end of the drug war, because you have no idea how long law enforcements along the border have been waiting for permission to just kill motherfuckers. Yes, because that's the only way you're gonna stop an infestation. I grew up in the border, bro. I used to go when I was 15 and 16 years old. I used to go across the border. You would pay 50, 75 cents and you would cross walking the bridge. I actually lived fucking blocks from the bridge. I literally did. But when I was 15 or 16 years old, me and my friends would pay 75 cents, walk across the bridge into Mexico. And as soon as you cross over the bridge, the first street, the main street, which was called Warrior Street, Guerrero Street, it's nothing but bars and clubs. All of it. And as soon as you go, oh, it's heaven, bro. They didn't card us. We were 15, 16 years old. I've always looked younger than what I am. So I look like a child, but they don't give a fuck if you have money. Come on in. Oh my God, man. The greatest memory I had, I must have been like 17, and I made out with this 28-year-old fucking teacher, this Mexican teacher that I met at a club. I didn't tell her I was fucking 17. I told her I was like 20-something. I just look young or whatever. And I met her a couple of times later and shit. It was badass. Oh my God. She was way older than me, man. It was badass. Mexico was badass, bro, when I was young. By the time I was 18, it was not safe to even walk across anymore. I remember this one time we were at, it was this club. I think it was called Luxor. And we were there, and I was with this chick grinding, and I was like, oh, baby, and I was drinking. This is badass and shit. And I still had my bandana, and I just didn't have braids, so my hair was long, black. My hair wasn't gray then, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, yeah, baby. And then all of a sudden, the fucking music stops, and the lights turn on, because, you know, in the clubs, everything's dark. The lights turn on. And then I noticed that there's all these fucking guys, and I thought they were police. There's all these fucking guys all in black with fucking, you know, helmets and fucking masks with guns, and they're walking in, and everybody's like, fuck. And I thought it was police, bro. I thought, well, Mexican police are here, shit. And they went to the VIP, and they fucking beat some people up, and they grabbed one dude, and they took him, and then they left. And the fucking, then, like, when they left, they played the music again, and everybody's like, okay, and everybody started dancing, and I told my friend, let's get the fuck out of here, bro. Fuck this. Everybody just acted like nothing happened. Like, hell no, bro. Let's get out of here right now. Before we end up looking like someone else and they confuse us with someone, because, hello, everyone's brown. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Let's get out of here, bro. I said, we don't want to get confused with somebody and get fucking kidnapped or some shit. So I'm telling you, bro, there's a lot of fucking motherfuckers that have been waiting for the order to say they're terrorists. You can kill them. If you see any, you can kill them. This is the end of the drug war. Trump just did it by signing that one executive order. People haven't realized it yet. In the next 2 or 3 years, they're gonna realize it, man. The only way there's gonna be amphetamines, heroin, and crack in the U.S. is if it's made in the U.S. It's no longer gonna be imported. The heavy drugs, because I'm telling you, weed has not been smuggled into America for a long time. The cartels, they deal in fucking cocaine and methamphetamines and heroin. That's everything that's coming in nowadays. All that shit, it's done for. And the only way it's coming into this country from now on, it has to be made in this country. Grown, homegrown and made, and that's going to be the government doing it. And that's really what's happening here. The government does not want anyone else to make money off of us. Except for themselves. from now on, the drugs that feed us will actually come from the government. We're no longer going to be giving our monies away to cartels and gangs. Our monies, even though you're paying your drug dealer, is actually going to go to the federal government. Because that's where the drugs are going to come in from here on. And Trump just did that. I don't know how much that's going to change. I think it is going to save lives as far as less murders and shit on the border. And I'm telling you, it's bad, bro. I come from there. For years, like, I come from there. I was there when all this shit started, bro. And Obama said, oh, there's no problem. There's no gang wars. And I'm like, I'm over here living. I was living back then. And I was like, what are you talking about? There's shootings all the time. Fuck. It was literally like Iraq. Like blocks away. It literally was. You could hear the guns. You could hear the helicopters trying to fight the gangs. The gangs had fucking bazookas, bro. It was bad. It was fucking bad. People don't know because the news wouldn't cover it. It's fucking bad. And it was literally blocks away from where I lived. I was like, this is happening. This is fucking happening. And no one in America is giving a shit about it. Fuck you, Obama. That's what I was saying. Sad, man. It's sad. At least that's going to change. But the drug's still going to same. Except now you're going to get cleaner drugs from your own government. It won't be tainted. You know? So, it is for the better. He did say no more amnesty for illegals. That's it. You're out of here. There's a lot of illegals. In fact, the very next day, they went after criminals. Anybody who had criminal records and were living here in the U.S., they took them the fuck back. If you had a prior criminal record in another country or a criminal record in this country and you were from another country, that's it. That was your one strike and you're out. And they took everyone out. There's a lot of motherfuckers yelling and screaming and crying, families. No, motherfucker, man. I mean, come on. It is what it is, bro. If I go to France and they grant me the privilege to live there, and then I fuck up by, I don't know, beating someone up or stabbing someone or raping somebody, I wouldn't. But I'm just saying, maybe I'm on drugs or something. Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, something like that happens. You think I should get a second chance? They should just kick me back to America, right? I mean, I genuinely believe that. So why would you not want that for someone who's fucking up over here? You know, put yourself in that fucking position, you fucking liberal pieces of shit. I'm neither right or left, motherfucker, but I always try to fucking put myself in that fucking situation and I say, this is not right, you dumbasses. Oh, there's a lot of shit going on in this country. God damn it. Oh, but anyways, he did sign something that, of course, pissed off everybody. And I'm pretty sure he signed this because of what that lady... Hey, cheers to D-Post! I just realized that motherfucker all the way from the Netherlands is here! Live. D-Post, I'm making you an intro, motherfucker. That's it. I am. That's it. I'm gonna work on it. You know what? We're just fucking... I'm gonna have to... God damn it. I usually have a pen here. I don't have one. Don't worry. I'm gonna make you an intro, I swear. It's gonna be the perfect Scandinavian intro for your culture and shit. Oh, yeah. I don't even know if you're Scandinavian. Is Scandinavian Netherlands? I don't know. Is that Deutsch? Oh, shit. That means you're Austrian. Fuck. I don't want to put a Nazi salute here. I'll just put Elon Musk going like that. We'll figure something out. Don't worry, D-Post. It's coming. Just like me. Oh, yeah. No, back to it. Trump signed a bill. And like I said, he probably signed this because that fucking lady, that bishop lady pissed him off. He signed a bill that says From now on in the United States, there will only be 2 genders, and only 2 genders will be recognized and taught in schools. And if you're a teacher and are teaching kids that there is other than male and female, you will be fired, expelled from the community, and burned at the stake, motherfucker! Live. My God. Dude. They called him a tyrant. Even though I agree with a lot of the stuff he's signed in so far, this is very tyrannistic. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. That's what it's gonna take to make change. I'm not saying it's a positive change. I'm just saying that for the past 30 to 40 years, we've had bickering between 2 sides, and they're always equal in majority. But the first time in a very long time, one party has full control of the entire government. And we're going to see change. This is an unprecedented time in American politics, because we don't know if these changes are going to be good in the long run. You don't. But from here on, we have entered a new age, for better or for worse. I don't think people realize that yet. Because whoever gets to be president next has now realized that they have the same power this guy is executing right now. Everybody has had this power. Everybody. The executive orders. Everybody has had this power. And most presidents don't use it until the last week they're in office. That's when they pardon people and do stuff like that. This guy's gonna use it the 4 years, because he said, you didn't let me do shit the last time I got to be president. Fuck you. I'm not playing by the rules anymore. This is gonna be fucking entertaining and scary. Let's keep it going, because he did come to the rescue of the January Sixers. He did it, bros. He came to the fucking rescue of the Jan Sixers. He signed. I think there was probably like 6 of them. 6 of them that didn't fucking get released because they were the exception. They actually fought police officers and you know what I'm saying? They hit people and shit like that. Everyone else was peaceful, but they still went to jail. Nobody hit police officers. The guys who did not get released, I think there's 6 or 8 of them. Those were the guys that hit police officers. And Trump said, I defend police. If you fucking attack them during this, you're not going to get released. And those guys didn't. It was only like 6 of them, 6 or 8 of them. They were probably drunk. It was the drunk motherfuckers. Because not even this dumbass without a shirt and horns and shit, not even he hit police officers. So he got a pardon. So everyone was freed. And Trump fucking his word, bro. He said, if I get president, I'm freeing you for what happened to you. Man, you know what's shitty about this? I mean, personally, if I would have been there, I probably would have waited outside I wouldn't have gone in. I would have been outside. Nah, yeah, you guys go ahead. I'll wait out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are stupid. But I would have been there. Yeah. Egging people, go, dude, break the window. Go, do it. But I would have been just there like, oh, yeah. But anyways, there were some of these motherfuckers that were in jail and had not even gone to trial yet. Since that day, they were arrested. They had been in jail and had not gone to trial, had not been sentenced, or said, you're going to be here, this is the crime, jury, guilty, not guilty. And they had been in jail this whole time, and they hadn't even gone to trial, bro. That is fucking shitty. For that to happen to any American citizen, guilty or not, is shitty. Because that is not what the justice system promises you. That's not what this country promises you. How are you going to be in jail for years without even serving a trial? You are innocent until proven guilty in this country. And God bless this fucking country. Because as far as I know, it's the only country that does that. Probably other pussy countries copied us and they want to take credit for it. Fuck you, we did it first. But America, here, you are innocent until someone proves that you actually did it. That's why a lot of free motherfuckers get away with raping and murdering. They get away with it because there's not enough evidence. The justice system sucks here. But in Mexico, it kicks ass. Because if you get a crime in Mexico, even though you look like the guy who did it, if you're arrested for the crime, you're guilty until you and your lawyer can prove that you're innocent. You idiots. You are lucky that you're in this shitty country where the justice system is corrupt enough for you to get free for a crime where there's not enough evidence. Because in another country, they'd hang you just because some guy said, yeah, I saw him. What? I was at home all night. No, it was him. I know it was him. All of a sudden, they hang you that afternoon. You fucking idiots. Oh, my God. You are lucky you live in this fucking shitty country with the stupid-ass laws like the ones we have. But God bless these people, because you better be lucky that you haven't been one of these assholes who got arrested and was left in jail in America for over 4 years without ever seeing a judge or a jury or a lawyer. Because that's like another country type of ass. And if I was one of these motherfuckers that just got freed by Trump, I'd be suing the shit out of the Biden administration right now. Get a lawyer for being in jail without trial and without a judge, without even telling me nothing, you pussies. Send their ass. Give me some money. It's what I would be screaming off the top of the fucking mountains right now. I may not agree with these dumbasses who went into a fucking government property. But I'm happy he let them out, man. I don't think that there's murderers and rapists who fucking get away with it. And these motherfuckers are in jail for what? For walking around in a building that I wouldn't even pay to go in for? That shit's boring as fuck. I'd rather go watch a movie and shit. Why am I going to pay my money for a tour of this ass? There's probably a virtual tour I can look online without seeing all the fucking Jewish motherfuckers walking around taking pictures and shit. Get out of the way, you little Asian man. I can't see the picture behind you. God damn it, because I'm short too. I'm a short Mexican. Anyways. All right, let's keep it going. Last bit of news we go over for political. Trump is making some big deals, some big changes. I'm very curious what he's going to finish off in the Middle East. I'm very curious of what he's going to do with the Ukraine and Zelensky and Putin. And I'm very curious how he's going to tackle China and Mexico and Canada once they get their new prime minister. Hopefully it's not a female or another feminist. We'll see how that goes for them. But I'm very curious how he's going to, fare up to these new leaders around the world. It'll be interesting. But he's already making big plays in the world for America. Because he went to visit the Saudi Arabians. And he made a deal with the Saudi prince. And he came back and he said in a press conference, I just made a deal. $600 billion invested in America by Saudi Arabia in the next 4 years. In other words, only for my presidency. Or if my party wins again, and if I approve the next guy, we'll keep the deal going, motherfucker. The Saudis, fuck the Chinese. I don't know if you all knew this. All right. Look it up. You think the Son of Man lies. All right. The Son of Man reads stuff off the internet, and the internet does not lie. The internet is an AI like Google, and it's fueled by the bitcoins you mine for it, because that's how it gets its powers around the world to make quantum equations and be smart. And this AI fucking figured it out. All right. That's why I'm fucking saying this. I don't know if you all know this, but the goddamn fucking Chinese owned a lot of property in between California and Nevada, a lot of desert, that have been converted into companies and factories where American people now work at. But it's owned by the Chinese because Obama decided, since we owe you money and we don't have a way to pay you back because we keep on spending it on bullshit, let me just give you some of our land that you can operate in. And instead of outsourcing, in other words, importing stuff from China to America, you can just have the plant here and run it and with Americans. You own the land and you don't have to pay taxes, and it's by you. So believe it or not, some of America actually belongs to the Chinese thanks to the Obama administration. It's not a lot. It's just fucking, they have all these fucking, warehouses and ass. It's fucking bullshit. But now Trump is probably going to give some of that land to the Saudis too. Cheers!
Live.
And who knows, for all we know, he sold the Gulf of Mexico to the Saudi Arabians, motherfucker. Mexico doesn't even know. All of a sudden, there are going to be all these Mexicans wearing that little fucking shit that he's wearing. You're on that way. That's a new style down here, ese. Tony, you're going to see Californians wearing shit like that, motherfucker. I got a few of those that I got over there in Egypt. Yeah, you see my pictures. I wore that when I went over there. Oh, yeah, with my brothers from the Middle East. Cheers! Shout out to Omar Khalifa, ya motherfucker, who would probably never watch this show because his God would condemn him to a life of eternal suffering. Not my God, his God. I don't know. That's the shit he believes in. Cheers, Omar. I love you. All right. That's it for the weekly political news, y'all. All right, let me light this motherfucker up as we get into today's weekly pop culture breakdown. Don't forget to hit the fucking like button. Tell your friends to subscribe if you haven't already, and click on the notification, because YouTube likes to not tell you when my videos come out. So keep a lookout. Oh shit. Keep a lookout for that ass. Sorry about that. Alright, let's start off with some of the fucking ass that these assholes did. Well, none other than 84-year-old Al Pacino is apparently feeling needy. And he requires a lot of attention from his baby mama, 31-year-old Noor Al-Fala. Oh, yeah, because ever since that other 80, because this guy's 84, But 81-year-old Mick Jagger used to bang this little hottie. He was fucking the shit out of her. But Mick Jagger is the kind of guy that only fucks bitches for a couple of months and then says, I need a new pussy because this one's all worn out and I don't like roast beef. And so he said, hey, Al, well, you don't seem to have any luck with women nowadays. Do you want the little hottie? She likes money. And so he threw her at him. And this idiot got her pregnant. But let's be honest, I think we all would have done the same thing if we were 84-year-old Al Pacino. Cheers!
Live.
Oh my God. Look at this fucking diabetic son of a bitch. Look at those diabetic shoes. He looks like he's walking on the fucking moon and shit. Of course he needs attention. Al Pacino doesn't got it anymore. Quite frankly, I don't understand how he had it to begin with. I am still pissed off that this motherfucker has children with my love of my life, Beverly D'Angelo, the son of a bitch. How dare he defile the woman that I masturbated to growing up. My God. Son of a bitch. And now he's got this little hottie pregnant. And of course, you know, he's not going to marry her, give her money, but he's got to give her child support. They went to court already. He's got to give her child support for the rest of her life, for the rest of his life, which is probably the next 2 years. But that's okay, because if she saves her money, but obviously she's not, because she buys Gucci and all his ass. But if she saves her money, she should be okay and set for life, because any one of us could live off of $1 million for the rest of our lives right now. Any one of us could. But these people can't, because they have a different lifestyle than we do. I'm poor as fuck. You give me $1 million, that bitch will last until my grave. Believe me. Yeah. Probably when I start, if I make it to 60 or 70, that's when I really will start spending the money. Because I'm like, I might not live. I've done a lot of drugs. I don't know how long I'm going to live. Let's start really spending the money. But I'll make that motherfucker last for a long time. These motherfuckers spend $1 million in a week. They do. Oh my God. No, she's not Latina. She's fucking Arabic, Iranian, or some shit like that. I don't know. She probably never grew up in a country like the Kardashians, but she's from that region of the world. At least her DNA is, and her body. Oh, yeah.
Live.
Oh my God, fucking Al. Look at this fucking gold digging hoe, man. I mean, she was fucking Mick Jagger, who looks worse than this old man. This Mick Jagger is younger by 3 years than Al Pacino. And Mick Jagger looks worse. Mick Jagger looks like he's fucking like a mummy. Somehow he's still animated and living. That's when you know you sold your soul to the devil, when you're untalented, cannot sing or hold a note for fucking to save your goddamn fucking life, but somehow you're in a band who's rich and successful and makes millions of records and everybody listens to your goddamn fucking songs, and you pull bitches as hot as this little hottie right there from the most precious part of the world, the Middle East. That's when you know you sold your soul to the devil, motherfucker. Anyways, cheers to Al Pacino for fucking coming inside this beauty. We can all wish that one day when we're 84 years old, you come inside a little hottie like this when she's 28. Cheers.
Live.
All right. That was crazy. All right, let's keep it going. Because this week, actor Djimon, and I'm probably saying it wrong. It might be. I think somebody corrected me. I think it was Indie Phantom. God damn it, I miss you, Indie Phantom. I'm going to cry. God damn it. Indie Phantom corrected me, but I'm going to say his name wrong in honor of Indie Phantom. Djimon Hounsou. Djimon Hounsou in the interview has come out and has said that after more than 2 decades and over 40 films, including amazing blockbusters like Amistad and Gladiator, he has accumulated a net worth of $4 million. He's saying he is underpaid because he's black. And not only that, because he's from Africa, like he's really from Africa. This motherfucker has an accent to prove it. And the name, too. You can't fuck around with that name. That's a birth from birth. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to say his name. That's why I said Djimon, because I don't know how to say that. I think the D is silent, but even if the D is silent, then what is his name? Because I couldn't say that even if I tried. But he's calling the racism. And he says that he's gone to a lot of fucking, what are they called? Auditions and shit. Where the people were all like, oh shit, you're actually an actor? I thought you were actually like some guy they found from Africa and paid him like $2 to be in that movie. Oh, good for you. He says they've treated, I might be exaggerating just a little bit, but he literally said they treated him like that in some of the fucking auditions. And I'm like, well, that is kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie. But I personally have experienced racism from birth. Yeah. But my own family, they hate me for the way that I look, the way that I act, and the way that I am. The way God made me. How is this evil or wrong? God damn it. Yeah. Anyways, I feel this man because I've been to racism too. I've been to interviews where the motherfucker who interviews me literally never even looks at me. The fucking disrespect to not look at this fucking face when it's in front of you. I swear to God. That guy is lucky I didn't piss and shit in his mouth, because I could have jumped on that desk, knocked him unconscious with a kick, and then piss and shit in his mouth and fuck him up in ways that can only be described as I diddied him. Diddy did him. Yeah, I could have done that. But I'm not going to lower myself to his racism. The entire interview without ever looking at the person you are interviewing. Really? Fuck you, Mr. 6'5", tall, blonde, white, blue-eyed Aryan motherfucker wearing glasses like you're Steve Jobs. Fuck you. With your shirt all tucked in, all nice and shit, with your shiny shoes. Fuck you. Son of a bitch. I know what this man feels like, because I've experienced that my entire life. From my own family, too. They don't like this. Right? Nobody likes this. Only the woke pack likes this. Cheers! Live. So I feel like what this man is saying. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, God damn it. You've been in the industry for almost 20 years, more than 20 years, 40 films, and all you've accumulated is $4 million. Listen, Mr. Hounsou, the son of man's about to give you some fucking life advice to take home for the evening. The show is not over, by the way. This is just me telling this son of a bitch how to live life correctly. I'm about to give you some life advice to take home for the evening, Mr. Hounsou. You need to fuck your family over and say, fuck you, go mooch off of somebody else. I'm tired of paying everybody's bills and your fucking shit. You know what? You live in Africa because you want to. I left. I got on a boat and I came to America and I over here in Los Angeles and went to auditions and I became a movie star. You can do it too. Fuck off and stop asking me for money. I'm not paying for none of your ways anymore. That's really what's going on. This dumb son of a bitch took care of all of his community and all his cousins and his 40 siblings and everyone in the world and the people with bad drug habits and his alcoholic fucking mother and his crack addict brother. And fucking this guy he didn't invest his money like celebrities do, making hotels and gas stations. You know, a lot of rappers open up gas stations. That's the quickest thing to make money. Everybody has a car. Everybody has a car. A gas station makes you money right away. Don't be a fucking idiot. What do you think the Arabs do it right away? They come to this country, get some money, build a big gas station. The only Arabs are fucking smarter than everybody, you idiots. You fucking make fun of them, but they got more money than you do, you dumbass. And they got more money than you do, Djimon Hounsou, you dumbass. $4 million. You give me those $4 million in your bank account, I'll flip that son of a bitch and I'll make it into 20 overnight. Illegally, but it'll still be fucking 20 overnight, you fucking asshole. This son of a bitch complaining, I only have $4 million after 20 years of working in Hollywood. Because you don't know how to manage your money, you dumb son of a bitch. God damn it. I'll tell you one thing, if I ever make it in Hollywood, I ain't going to be fucking an orphan with no family. Cheers! Live. In fact, fuck it. I'm getting plastic surgery on my entire face so I look like a completely different person and no one can ever say, I went to school with him, I know him. You don't know shit, motherfucker. Fuck you, Djimon Hounsou. I wish I had $4 million net worth. Even after $20 million in the industry, I wouldn't be complaining, you son of a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for fucking being here tonight. All right. Those were the good stories of tonight. Let's get in to the ugly stuff. Because unfortunately, these people that we idolize, that we pray to, that we look to in times of need, we look to for comfort, for laughs, for thrills, hell, even for a picture so we can masturbate to at night before we go to bed. Because god damn it, some of these people are beautiful. And deep fakes exist, and they're great too. Oh yeah! Live. But these people, some of them, end up being some of the lowest of the lows. And this past week, a lot of details have been coming out about none other than Neil Gaiman, author of The Sandman. You know, in that Sandman TV show that was Paramount and all this ass. He has now been accused by 8 women of being a pervert and a P. Diddy. I actually don't have a sound effect. I don't think that was supposed to be celebratory, but I don't have, because even the fail is not a fail for this. This is kind of like, I don't have a disgusting sound effect for these assholes. We need to think of a sound effect guy for these debaucherous fucking fiends, sex fiends. But he's being accused by 8 women of abuse. the abuse is a lot of shit that are saying that, you know, some of his girlfriends, some of them are babysitters, some of them are maids, some of them are like Uber drivers or like people that fucking came to the house to deliver a pizza or some ass like that he told to come in, and they liked him and they went in there and they fucked up. He says a lot of them that he's very abusive, and he all of a sudden he turns from being a fucking nerd into being some kind of like demon. And he orders them to call him master from then on. And if they don't, worse stuff than what is being done will happen. And so they call him master. A lot of them said that descriptions that I'm not going to try to say, but I'm going to fucking kind of just tell you things. You know how it is. He said that they would, as they call it, he would Marilyn Manson them. And if you're a viewer of this channel from the past, you know Marilyn Manson them, meaning he would tie them up, he wouldn't feed them, he would come in with a fucking cattle prod and probe them, and shock them and shit. He would starve them, fuck them while they would be tied up, gag them with a gag ball, shit like that. And then one of them claims that he even Vinnie Mac her. If you don't know what a Vinnie Mac is, all right, that is Vince McMahon, as they say in the wrestling circles. Ass fuck them, and then pull the dick out full of shit. And tell her, clean your master's dick with your mouth. And she would, I guess, do it because the master's ordering her. Yeah. Other women said that he would sit there watching his own TV show, The Sandman, that he produced on Paramount, and order them. The master needs his dick sucked while he's watching his own show he created. Do it now. And he would be there watching, literally binge watching The Sandman for hours because it's like a whole season. So that's like I don't know, 8.5 hours or something like that. 9, whatever. Of this chick sucking dick nonstop. Because the master said, you better not stop, bitch. Or else something worse is going to happen. And so the thought of something worse than what was already happening made these women comply, according to them. There's even a young babysitter. At the time, she was young. At the time, not anymore. She's an older woman. At the time, she says she went to babysit his fucking young baby that he had just had, his 5-year-old, in babysitting. The baby was asleep, and he said, the baby, you seem dirty. You were running around and there's like ass on you from the clean the baby shit. Why don't you take a nice hot tub? Don't worry, and then I'll take you home. Yeah. And so she decided to take a tub, and then all of a sudden he comes in naked and gets in the tub and says, let me help you get clean, little girl. And you better call me master, and all this fucking ass sit on my lap. Yeah. Well, you know, this guy's coming out and he's saying, hey, they're lying. This was all consensual. They all asked for it. Unfortunately, just like the warning I have given in the past, he doesn't have it on video. He wasn't pervert or smart enough, or dumb enough, actually, like Diddy, to record it. So there are no recordings of this, just he said, she said. So we will see how this transpires in court. As of right now, this nerd, this disgusting nerd, everything has been canceled. His comic book series, The show seasons have been canceled. He was working on other movies. Everything that this guy had a finger in Hollywood has been canceled. Nobody wants nothing to do with this fucking lick my shit covered dick motherfucker. Nobody wants a guy like that. That kind of shit doesn't belong in anyone's life. Nobody wants a dick covered in shit. You disgusting piece of ass. You look like fucking Snape from Harry Potter. And fuck you, because that actor that played him is a legend and a saint. You piece of shit. I never watched The Sandman, and I'll never watch it. It's creepy as fuck. You look like him, you piece of shit. Your fantasies. Making chicks lick shit off your dick. You nasty piece of shit. This is the kind of guy that Trump needs to execute live on television. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh. All right, we're done with this fucking shit eater. Oh, that was nasty. Cheers, everybody.
Live.
Anyways, but since we are talking about sick, disgusting fucking perverts, let's get into it, my friends. Let's get into the Nitty. The nitty gritty Diddy.
Live.
I need to make an intro, something like, I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Some shit like that. I might get copywritten, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think if it's a few seconds, I might get away with it. We'll see. We'll see. Oh my God. Fucking Diddy. Fucking Diddy. Well, plenty of people did. And they're all in trouble. Eventually. Anyways, we already know that this man is well over 40 lawsuits. Well over. We lost count. It's over 40. It's not 50 yet, but we know it's over 40. Well, this week, he got sued again.
Live.
Oh my God. This week, a woman claims that when she was 16 years old, back in the day, this is how all the stories start. Back in the day, she was babysitting. She was a babysitter for high-class clients, mostly celebrities, mostly white women in Manhattan. All right. And one Monday afternoon, she had finished babysitting. Evening, actually. It was in between the afternoon and the evening. It was around 5:30. You know, the sun was almost setting. So she was getting out of this famous white woman's celebrity's house from babysitting. She cannot say in the lawsuit because she doesn't want to drag people that had nothing to do with it into it. Although if you ask me, that celebrity had something to do with it, I'll explain to you in a little bit. She says she left this person's house. She's walking down the street and she says, I lived literally around the corner. But the corner was a long way. It was a long block, and then I had to go around, and then whatever the fuck. There's a lot of cars and a lot of dangerous pimps along the way. It is Manhattan after all. It's the bad side of town. So she says she was walking down Manhattan Avenue or wherever the fuck this is. I don't live in New York. Don't look at me like I know what I'm talking about, you dicks. You're the one watching this channel. She's walking around and shit, and all of a sudden, this mysterious limo pulls up. Yeah. And it was all dark. And there seemed to be all this like marijuana smoke and loud music. Something like, Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. She could hear the music inside. And then all of a sudden, the limo pulls up, and boom, it was none other than Sean Puff Daddy Combs. And he's all like, hey, how old are you? And she's all like, oh, I'm 16. And he's all like, perfect. Hey, listen. It's about 5:30. The sun's going down. This is a very dangerous neighborhood. I used to hang out with drug dealers and gangbangers before I was famous. Get in the car. I'll take you home. And the little girl was all like, well, I live around the corner. Like I like a couple more steps and I'm there. He's like, no, it's dangerous. The sun's going down. Look at that man's looking at you. Get in here now. And so she did. She got in there. Yeah, she did. She got in there. And she says once she was in there, he says, do you want some fruit punch, little girl? And then he grabbed a bottle of whiskey and some cranberry and shook it and then fucking gave her a couple of shots. And then before she knows it, she was getting raped and molested. But she was drugged and unconscious. And then before you know it, she wakes up in the lobby of the apartment building where she lives and she doesn't remember a thing. And that was 25 years ago. Cheers.
Live.
So yeah, this is basically what happens when you're a debaucherous piece of shit who likes to show off to all of his friends that he's a pervert. Once you get pinched, all these crazy assholes are gonna come out and sue you in hopes of getting some money. Over 40 lawsuits and counting, Diddy. I thought I told you that we won't stop. And we ain't gonna stop, cause it's bad boy for life. Bam, 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 bam. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Cause it's bad boy for life. Cheers!
Live.
Oh my god. Fucking dumbass. Fucking Diddy. I'm nearing the end of this blunt. You know what it is. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Fucking Rick James, dude. That guy's a legend. That shit was dope, man. May he rest in peace. She's a very sexy girl. That I can't take home to mama. I love that fucking song. She's a super freak. She's super freaky. Fucking Rick James was crazy, bro. For a black man to be pulling that shit back in the day, that was crazy, man. And he pulled a lot of bitches doing that fag shit. Oh my god. Hey, I'm allowed to say it. I was called that by my own parents, alright? When you get a pass automatically. When you grow up being called that by your family, you get a pass for that word. Fuck you. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck you, Melanie Mack. Your parents didn't call you fag growing up, you little bitch. Cheers! Alright, anyways, let's move on. Let's move on to the end of the pop culture. And the best part, as always, well, actually, it's been a while, but I'm glad it's back. We idolize this man so much that we give him his own fucking intro. Let's do it for the motherfucking Yeezy!
I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answer.
I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am.
Man, I'm gonna have to play that again because I feel so horrible for Sway. If you get a chance, you go on YouTube and you watch that interview with Sway, you feel that man because he's trying so hard to get control of that interview and he's lost it.
I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answer.
I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am.
I've been doing this more than you. You've been doing what more than me? Chill out, man. Oh, poor Sway, dude. Sway's like the nicest guy in the world. I understand if you're doing that to Charlemagne the God. Fuck you, Charlemagne the God. I don't like that son of a bitch. He's the most disrespectful motherfucker who's ever interviewed any artist. Like, I don't even know why that guy's on fucking TV. But Sway's a fucking nice guy, dude, and Kanye was fucking going off on him, bro. For fucking no reason at all about fashion and shit. Fucking Kanye's crazy, bro. But I love him. I love him. I love him because you know what? Within all his insanity, that man is more awake than fucking the majority of the planet. He is. And his hundreds of millions of dollars prove it. And before the people who claim to be God's chosen, because they did that to him, before they fucking killed his media deals and his sports deals and his fashion deals, this guy was a billionaire by himself. So I'm telling you when I say, yes, he's crazy. But this guy's a fucking genius. All right. And it took an entire race of people. It's not a race. It's more like a little club. It took God's chosen to bring him down from not being a millionaire anymore. All right, I'm just saying. This guy, this guy is beyond what you think he is. I love this guy. We love him on this channel. We love the Yeezy. Love you. All right. But let's see what Yeezy was finally into this week. Because the rumors are stating, because we hadn't seen him or his wife, oh God bless his wife's the most beautiful woman on the planet. A natural woman too. He hasn't given her any enhancements yet. I can't wait till he does. He's gonna get better. But fuck, man, I'll tell you one thing. They haven't posted shit for a while. Glimpses here and there we've shown every other week. Well, this week we found out why. Apparently Kanye, these are rumors. They're saying because he's very closely associated with Jay-Z, that he's scared to come back because of what he knows about the Diddy parties. Now, whether Kanye participated in them, who knows? But at the very well, he knows about it, and maybe he has money invested in it. Who knows? Look, Kanye has admitted it in the past in interviews, and you can find him on YouTube. Go look him up. They're not AI videos. Kanye says it himself. He said he sacrificed his mom for the money and fame because all of a sudden he became a billionaire. All of a sudden he had all these deals in fashion, in shoes. All of a sudden him and Jay-Z fucking had the #1 album in the world. He became Kardashian. He had everything. He said, I sacrificed my mom. My mom was a sacrifice. And I got what I wanted. He has said it out of his own fucking mouth. So he knows the inner workings of the bullshit that goes on. So he is worried now that Diddy's going down. He is worried that Jay-Z's going down. And so he, according to sources, he does not want to be in America because he might go down with whatever deals comes when you make a deal with the devil. Because you're involved in it too. So he's scared. And now he is living in... Here it is. He is living in... I don't have it anymore. Fuck! Because I added some of you guys. He is living in Japan. I don't have it, but it... Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Fuck you, Robo. I took it off your shit because you never show up, and I put a bunch of other motherfuckers that show up. I love you, Robo, you Asian motherfucker. But he's living in Japan, fellas. He's living in Japan. And Kim Kardashian was out fucking some black dude or some other basketball player. Some guy's gonna put it in her this weekend. And she didn't want the kids around. And she said, "This is your daddy's weekend." And she called him, "Where are you?" "Well, I'm living in Japan." "I'm sending you the kids." So she sent all of them to Japan. And Kanye's been living over there. And Kanye only goes to stores that he can read English in. So he went to the 7-Eleven, and then he took them to the Burger King and the McDonald's the next day and shit to eat breakfast. So, you know, they're only sticking to the stuff that he knows because he doesn't know any of this shit. But he says, you know, within time, he's going to learn the language and the culture. But he does say, this is something they're saying that he is saying, is that he is actually happy living there. He says, "Hey, nobody wants to take pictures of me. The media is not taking pictures or harassing me. There's no rumors on the TV about me. And everywhere I go, like, everyone gets away from me. This is amazing." Yeah. I don't think he's realizing that they're racist in that country. Everyone's scared of him because he's like 4 feet taller than everyone. The children are the same size as the adults. And they're children. Kanye looks like a fucking Nephilim next to all these Asian motherfuckers. And his big titty wife walking around with her tits out and her coochie and shit. These Japanese women are freaking the fuck out. So everyone stays away from them. They're like the Munsters. The Munsters just moved into the Japanese neighborhood.
Live.
So yeah, they're in Japan, bros. Fucking Kanye. Pimping it up, living in Japan. Is he coming back to America? Who knows? Rumor is he's gonna stay there. He likes it. His kids are hanging out with him. And we got good news about his kids. He's actually in Japan. Now that he's got North with him, he's got her there. And they're recording. There's videos on them. I'm going to show them out. I'm trying to get copywritten. Kanye will copyright the shit out of anything you post. So I ain't trying to get copywritten. But they're making beats. And she's recording vocals. And he's coaching her. And he says, "This little girl made me love music again. She asked me to make beats for her. I got back on the ASR. I chopped up beats for her album. I chopped every beat with my bare hand for Bully." Yeah. Everything that she's making for her, like, Kanye's solely producing. This is going to be pure Kanye, which is, we haven't heard in a long time, but it's all this little girl and her nappy hair there, her dreadlocks, and she's going to fucking rap all over this. I wonder if that hurts, man. I don't know. It might hurt. Wearing that hair like that. It feels like it hurts. I don't know. I look at some of these black chicks and I feel like asking them, but I don't want to get slapped here in the neighborhood in front of all these other black dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck around. Don't worry. I know what you go through, bitch. I really don't. I know they're wearing fake hair. My hair is real. I don't fuck around. I'm Mexican. But anyways. Yeah, this is gonna be good. I heard, like I said, there's videos, and going to Instagram, there's some videos. You can hear some of the beats. It sounds good, bros. They're gonna be a hit. She's gonna be literally the youngest person with a fucking Billboard #1. She's an elementary school dropout, it's what they're gonna call it. And she is, after this hit album, platinum album, world tour. She's gonna drop out of elementary school. I don't need to go to school. She gotta tell Kim, and Kim is gonna get super fucking pissed. I didn't go to school, Mom. My album just made me more money than you and your whore sisters. The little girl's gonna tell her, you're and your little whore sisters. I just made more money than you, Mom, and your horse. And I didn't whore my body out. I made music with Daddy. Oh. It's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you. Damn. This little girl, Kanye's already, she's a little Kanye. She's a little Kanye. And Kim, it's gonna blow up in her face. She's not gonna control her. She's gonna drop out of elementary school, be a fucking rock star, bro. It's gonna be okay, because Kanye's Japanese. I'm gonna live in Japan. And go over there in Japan. Fuck you, Mom. Oh my God. We're gonna keep an eye out for the Yeezys, because we know we love them. Cheers, Street Team Tony. And cheers to Gomer Kyle. Love you. Everybody in the woke pack. Live. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notifications to stay up to date with all your weekly pop culture breakdown news with the sunofman on the underground broadcast. Cheers. All right, we're done with the weekly pop culture breakdown. But let's get into the thick of it. What most of you nerds came here tonight for, and that is none other than the weekly comic book nerd shit. Oh yeah! Comic book nerd shit. Oh yeah! All right. And we're going to start this week with none other than an update on that toxic Peter Dinklage fucking movie of the Toxic Avenger remake that he made. And shit. Because apparently it will finally release after 2 years of being announced and delayed and shit, because no studio likes this. And the reason they didn't like this wasn't because Peter Dinklage is an ass. And he hates short people. He hates midgets and little people. He does. He hates. He's a bigot and a piece of shit who would rather become a millionaire by himself and hold all the glory than that other people have fucking jobs in Hollywood. Fuck you. All right? That's what he is. He's a crab in a bucket. He's just pulling people down because he's the only one that wants to be in the top. I am the tallest of all the little people. Everybody can be below me. That's the way he is. Fucking selfish piece of shit. That's not why nobody wants to release this movie. The reason nobody wants to release this movie, no studio, nobody wants to distribute this, Paramount, nobody, Universal, nobody. The reason why is because this is actually faithful to the original. It is disgusting, it is gory, it is nasty, and it is very, very, very unapologetic, and the non-binaries are definitely not going to like this. So nobody wants to take the risk of spending the money to distribute something that is not going to give them money back. But somehow they distribute a bunch of Marvel and other fucking bullshit movies that don't make any money back, but go figure. Well, some brave souls, apparently Cineverse, some company nobody's ever fucking heard of, excuse me, some company no one's ever fucking heard of has apparently gathered enough fucking loans, borrowed enough fucking money from different states and banks all over the fucking shit, and has now gathered enough money to distribute the Toxic Avenger movie sometime this year in selected theaters around the nation. So we will see how this goes. Hopefully it fails, because that's what Peter Dinklage deserves, is failure for fucking shitting on your own kind, you dumb son of a bitch. And fuck you, I'm pissed as well, because I'm short as fuck, but I'm tall enough that I could have still played Dopey in that Snow White of a failure movie that is gonna fail. Because if they would have hired me, I would have saved the shit out of the movie. I would have been like the new Jim Carrey and shit, as Dopey the fucking midget on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm sorry that I said midget. I should have said dwarves. But don't worry, if I would have been on set with those other dwarfs that would have gotten the jobs as well, they would have corrected me and I would have learned how to say it politically correct, you dumb son of a bitch. But because you want to be a selfish asshole, you've denied me of being politically correct, you dumb son of a bitch. Fuck you, Peter Dinklage. Fuck you. Alright, I'm done with him. On to some more controversial news. What's his name? Robert Eggers or Edgers or Egerton. I don't know. It looks like egg, but they put an E-G-R at the end with an S. This son of a bitch who just did Nosferatu is not only given the reins, but is being allowed to write and direct the sequel to Labyrinth. How the fuck you gonna make a sequel when David Bowie is dead and Jennifer Connelly is old as fuck? Oh, the baby is 50 years old now. She's gonna be in it. Fuck you, man. What the fuck kind of sequel is this gonna be? Not to mention that Jim Henson no longer runs Jim Henson Production because he's fucking dead, and his son sold the properties to fucking Disney. And Disney fired everybody, including the original voice of Kermit the Frog, because the brand new voice of Kermit the Frog does not sound like Kermit the Frog that I grew up with. Because even after Jim Henson died, the guy who replaced him as Kermit the Frog at least tried to be faithful to what Jim Henson did, and it still sounded like Kermit the Frog. This new motherfucker speaks all proper and shit like he's British. Fuck you, Kermit the Frog. That ain't my Kermit the Frog. That's a Disney Kermit the Frog. Some kind of British fucking Nazi motherfucker they hired. And they fired the other black dude that did it. I don't know if it was a black dude, but it definitely wasn't some Nazi that Disney hired, is all I'm gonna say. How the fuck do you expect them to make a sequel to this fucking amazing movie that honestly scared the shit out of me growing up? I was scared of this movie. This guy scared the shit out of me, and they kidnapped a baby. That's the most evilest thing you could do in a child movie, for fuck's sakes. This was a scary movie if you were a kid watching this. Yeah. Well, you know, they're making this movie. I don't know, did you guys ever watch Labyrinth when you were children? It was one of those movies, you know, it was borderline, like, what was the other one called? Legend, with Tom Cruise and another little girl. And then, what was his name? Tim, I don't even remember his name, the guy who was the fucking clown, the Clown or whatever. Anyways, we'll see. I think this is gonna be ass. They should have never fucking touched this IP and decided to make a fucking sequel of it. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's get into spoiler territory. Or at least it's some shit they released. Or didn't mean to release. I don't know. We fucking saw it on Twitter. So here it is for you. a first official image, supposedly, of Scarlett Yost and some fucking guy looking at some egg from that new Jurassic World Rebirth movie. And all I gotta say is I can't wait to see what other skimpy outfits Scarlett Yost is gonna see. I can already tell you she is definitely gonna be sweaty and dirty. I could tell from this picture she's definitely sweaty and dirty. She's got dirt on her face. Oh my god, I hope she's wearing little Lara Croft shorts and those little boots. Oh, they're gonna be badass. Scarlett Yost, this is gonna be a badass movie. I know she's gonna be hot the entire fucking movie. I can tell already by looking at it. Oh yeah, this guy's holding this egg like it's his whole life and shit. What a dumbass. He's got this fucking fine piece of ass right in front of him. Oh, I am infatuated with Scarlett Yost. She is the most beautiful woman on the face of planet Earth. Fuck you if you say otherwise. Show me a picture of someone else. You can't. Alright, let's move it on. Let's move it on. It's damaged goods, but it's still goods. Alright, alright. She recently gave birth, so it is damaged goods. Anyways, we got our spoilers. Our first sort of official look of one of the dinosaurs that's the main character. There are going to be 3 dinosaurs, the main characters of the movie that they're after, trying to get DNA. One of them is the Titanosaurus. The other one is the Mosasaurus. We already saw that one, the big alligator whale thing that's humongous. We've seen it already. The Mosasaurus and the Quetzalcoatl, which is basically a big bird that looks like a pelican. And it's big. It's humongous. We saw it in one of the other movies. They're trying to get DNA from those 3 dinosaurs because those 3 dinosaurs live for a very long time. They can live like up to 300 years old. And so if they get DNA from these dinosaurs, they can find some kind of like pill or cure to help humans fight diseases and shit and a half. And we can live longer. That's what they're trying to do. That's a weird premise to the movie. But that's what they're trying to do. Titanosaurus, this is one of the dinosaurs, and he is humongous. We are literal ants next to this dinosaur. And you know what pisses me off about actual fucking archaeology and science that no one actually tells you about? We don't even have the complete fucking skeletal bones or structure of this animal. We probably have like a toe or half of an ankle. That's it. And they said, well, because we have other bones of smaller ones, we know that this one is this big and this is how it looks. What? How do you, if you have a toe, how do you know it's not the toe of another looking one? How do you know this wasn't a squid? Or an elk? God damn it. Fuck modern science. It's a lie. Half of the dinosaurs you see in the pictures you've ever looked at probably didn't even look like that at all. They don't have a complete fucking dinosaur of any of them. They don't have a they just fill in the gaps because they're scientists and they can figure shit out. It's bullshit. It's what I say about my archaeology and scientists. Unless you get a time machine or actually do what they do in the movies and fucking genetically recreate it again. Unless you do that, fuck you. You don't know what they look like. And you sure as fuck don't know what they sounded like or ate or anything. You just found a bone or 2 on the ground and you're saying this is what it is. Fuck you, is what I say to archaeology and all that science ass. If you think I'm wrong, do enough research about dinosaurs and archaeology, and you're gonna come to the same conclusion that the son of man has. They're real, but they don't know what the fuck they were. They don't know what they look like. They don't know what they sounded like or nothing. They're just guessing. That's all they've ever done. They don't have a complete fucking dinosaur. Idiots. Anyways. Here's another spoilers. Sorry, I'm getting all angry. I used to love dinosaurs and still started researching when I got older by myself, and I started getting angry at the stuff I was reading. Like the shit about feathers and shit. It started making me angry. But here we go. This should make you angry. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Here is a spoiler. The Spinosaurus in this brand new movie is going to be a brand new design that is supposed to be more accurate to how it actually looked. Because in the previous movies, they've been giving you this fictitious fucking bullshit of what they thought it looked like. But now, because the science is more involved and AI thinks for humans, they think it actually looked like this. So in the new movie, it's gonna have like this. And probably have a peacock feather ass and a bunch of other fur under its ball sack. Oh my god. I hate these movies and I hate science. This movie and science has made me hate dinosaurs more than anything. Because I know they don't know nothing. They know nothing about dinosaurs. They don't even have a complete Spinosaurus. They don't. They have a few bones and they think this is what it is. Fuck you. You have a few bones. What if it was a bird? That's a wing. That's all you have, and you just put a bird got eaten by an alligator, and the only bones that were left together was part of the wing, a tail, and the head, and you think it's one animal when it's really two. You idiots. You know what I'm saying? These movies piss me off nowadays because they're really getting into the science ass. And it's really getting into the deeper in the bones and exposing the lies and the fake. You know what? Maybe Melanie Mack and the Christians are right. The fucking devil did come in here and place all these bones in the ground. He dug all these bones in the ground to confuse us people when we found them. That's what's really going on. Oh my god, Melanie Mack, you were right. The Christians were right. Oh my god, we're all going to hell.
Live.
All right. I said get out of control, fellas. We're not trying to get all evangelical on people and shit. And while we're at it, let's do this right here live on the broadcast for everybody. We said we're saving this jar the whole year. I think we're gonna fill it before the year ends, for sure. But we've been filling it the whole year with our leftover roaches, and at the end of the year, we're gonna smoke it all for the New Year's celebration. Oh yeah, all the ass of the whole year. We will burn it all at the end of the year. The leftovers for everyone. It's kind of a saying a fuck you to the year and a brand new year to come back. That's what we're doing. All right, let it be known for everyone out there. Let's keep it going. Here's for you, Super Saiyan Joku, because I love you. Here are the leaks I promised you, and I'm probably like 3 weeks late on this shit because there's been a lot of ass happening. But here are the leaks I promised you from Avatar Studios. Oh yeah. Because in Avatar The Last Airbender, we have all these leaks that popped up on one of these apps, these Paramount apps that people downloaded. All of a sudden this shit came out and people were all like, what is this? And then like a few hours later it was taken off and they were all like, wait, but some people screen captured it. Here is the leak. Oh, yeah. And I gotta stop this. Hashtag Super Saiyan Joke, who says hashtag
smoke weed every day.
Live. Someday we're gonna have a big soundboard. I'm gonna have tons of sound effects, tons, all the things that all the celebrities say, and the movies and all the cartoons. Everything you got, every joke you say, I'll have something to push. Not yet. Don't worry. It'll come. It'll happen. I believe it. And if you believe it too, it'll happen. Anyways, here are the leaks. All right, we already know that Netflix has greenlit season 2 and season 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And there they are right there. That's to start. Now, here is something before we jump into it that is coming before, if you notice, something, because the stretches that and it's cut, we don't know what comes out before this. But right there, before season 2 and season 3 of Netflix, there's a little thing that's traveling through there. And before it, it says gaming. And I told you already in the past how they've been working on a AAA game. A AAA game means it's a good production. It's going to look good, like Assassin's Creed. It's going to, supposedly the expectations should be high, but it might actually be full of microtransactions and pay-to-win bullshit. But who knows? It's a flip of a coin nowadays with these AAA companies. But it's a AAA game, the rumors say, and that it's going to be called Avatar Ice Wars. It's an open world, and you're commanding an avatar that no one's ever heard of. It's obviously going to be a waterbender, and it's going to be some kind of ice wars. I don't know, a war in the North or in the South Pole. But it's an open world, and it's going to be a story you haven't heard before, they said. That's going to be dope. And it's a game that's releasing before they even release season 2 and season 3 of Netflix. But then it goes into something that says Aang, The Last Airbender, theatrical. And if you notice, if you follow the little lines, it goes into theatrical 2 and theatrical 3. So there's going to be a trilogy of movies that will release in theater over the next few years. A trilogy of movies that will release in theaters that will center, and here's an image from it, bro, on grown-up Aang and Team Avatar grown up having adventures, bro. A trilogy of movies. And guess what? The bad guy is going to be Dave Bautista. Or voice. The voice is going to be Dave Bautista. That's fucking... He's got a good voice. I can hear his voice. His voice is good to be in an anime like this. But we're going to see... And all the actors are coming back. The voice actors are coming back. Toph. Aang, yeah, this is gonna be badass, like Lost Episodes. Yeah, I mean, there's comic books that tell some of the stories, but there's gonna be a trilogy where they fight a new bad guy through 3 movies, and they're gonna be released in theaters. Probably, you know, like they're gonna skip a year, and then the next year, and then skip a year, and then the next year, another one comes out. I bet you that's what they're gonna do. But it's gonna be 3 animated movies in theaters. That is so fucking dope. So that's there. But in between the first, if you look at that, in between the first and the second part of that trilogy of movies, there is a brand new Avatar series coming. And it's going to be the next Earthbender. And it's going to be twins. 2 twin girls named, they're going to be, the new show is going to be Punjami Avatar Punjami. All right, that's what it's gonna be, themed. Indian twins, Nisha and Pavi, and one of them grows up privileged because they're separated at birth. I think one of them grows up privileged and the other one grows up poor. But they're twins, Nisha and Pavi. And they live, and here's the crazy part, because this is the next cycle. Remember, we went from where Korra was, and then this is the next cycle of the Avatar. After Korra. The next cycle of the Avatar. It's in a post-apocalyptic world. A wasteland like Mad Max, where the world has energy storms and there's no more kingdoms, 4 kingdoms, and the only thing that's left is 7 cities, and there's no Avatar. And Korra is a legend. These girls, they don't even know about the Avatar, or that they, and here's the crazy part, because they're twins, bro, and I already figured it out. By looking at their eyes. I already figured it out, Joku. You look at their eyes. It's so easy. They're twins, Nisha and Pavi. And one of them's growing up privileged and one of them's growing up really poor. But they're 2 halves of the Avatar. Because remember, the Avatar was 2 spirits of Rava and Vatu. That's what that is. Remember, there was these 2, when they showed the story of Avatar 1, the first Avatar, and he showed of how the whole cycle got started, and there was these 2 weird, there was a white weird thing and a black one, and that was Vatu and Rava. That's what this is. Those little girls are the spirits of those 2 things, dude. Oh my god. This is gonna be so good. That's the next series. I don't think it's going to be a long series. I think it'll probably be a season or 2. Because like I said, look at their plans. That's gonna be in between the 2 Avatar movies. And then they go into another new series, which there's no leaks for that one yet. But the next new series is the next in line and would be a water Avatar. So we're going to get another series with a water Avatar. And then after that, the 3rd movie. And then after the 3rd movie, another series with the fire Avatar. So they're following the cycle of it. But I don't think these series are going to be long like the way Korra was 3 seasons or 4 seasons. In Avatar was 3. I think these series are going to be short, like maybe a season or maybe 2. But I don't think it's going to be long seasons. I think it'll be quick stories and then moving on to the next fucking phase. But you know what's crazy, bro? Is that this is scary. That this is a post-apocalyptic world. You would have thought that they would have reached our level in technology in the way the cycles were going. You know, they had reached the 1930s. I thought our age was next. They were going to be in the modern age next. They went straight to they got destroyed by nuclear war or something. That's what it's going to keep going. Oh my god. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. That's the leaks. That's where we get into the nerd stuff. I'm gonna give you some Avatar leaks. I'm really excited about this. I am happy with what Netflix did with season 1. I am really happy. I think those kids, yes, they weren't perfect, but I think as they filmed the next 2 seasons, they're gonna get more comfortable and more like I am Aang. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Actors get better, man, especially when people like it, and they're gonna get better. You know, it's like The Office. The season 1 was funny, but it was rough. And as the seasons go on, the characters get better and they get more comfortable with what they're doing and shit, and it's really funny. That's what's gonna happen here. I have faith. Those kids are good, man. They're kids. A lot of them, that was the first time acting. Give them a break. It's going to be good. And that's the best Avatar we've gotten for live action in years. So be happy, because that M. Night Shyamalan ass should be burnt and fucking raped out of existence, is all I'm going to say. But we're moving on, because now we're using words that are probably going to be banned from YouTube one day. Probably going to get us another strike and shit. But let's move on to the ass of the show. And you know goddamn well that I'm talking about none other than Mr. Jimmy fucking Gunn. This autistic fucking idiot that is single-handedly going to bankrupt and destroy Warner Brothers Studios and DC, a brand that's been around for over 100 years. This idiot is single-handedly going to destroy it. And they're going to regret and loathe the day they ever thought this guy was some kind of a genius. Because he is nothing but a complete and utter buffoon. He is. You think I'm lying? Let me prove to you that he's an idiot. Give me a few minutes, and I will show you. I will expose this man, because this is what we do here on the Underground broadcast on a weekly basis. We expose the shit out of this fucking farce of an individual. These are the movies that he has set up to start off DC. This idiot says, I have DC Comics. I am in charge of all the heroes and everything, but I will green light Sergeant Rock, a human soldier who fought in World War I. And I'm gonna green light Clayface, a villain made out of mud who fought Batman. But I'm going to do what Sony did, and I'm not going to put Spider-Man in my movies / Batman. I'm not going to put Batman in these movies because Batman sucks. I don't like Batman. And this movie's going to be just about the bad guy who's made out of mud. And it's going to be a hit. Yeah. This is what we are getting. Ass. And while every fan who honestly didn't think they were bad at all, every fan who has been DC fan who has been waiting to see Batman and the Flash and Wonder Woman, who most of us honestly were happy with the first Wonder Woman movie. We were happy with it. It made $1 billion. Gal Gadot was a sex symbol, even though she was a Jewish lizard whore who follows her masters and supports a state that murders, rapes, and kills children and starves people. We still love that movie. Then they ruined it with part 2, which sucked ass, by the way. And then Ben Affleck, being the Batman, never got a chance to show us what he could do in a solo movie. We loved him. We did. We all did. The only thing people didn't like was Ezra Miller being the Flash. And mostly because of his debaucherous idiocracies that he did. Over there in Hawaii and everywhere he went, basically all across the land. Because he's an idiot. But everybody has been begging for these characters on screen. To be seen, to be heard, to be shown. And Mr. Jimmy Gunn is instead green-lighting another hero. And it's none other than Plastic Man. Now I know what you're gonna say. Hey, Son of Man, Plastic Man's actually a really cool fucking hero. He is actually, when you think about it, the most powerful and indestructible and basically God of the DC universe because he can never be destroyed or die. Hundreds and thousands of years will go by, and Superman and everyone who ever existed will die, and other heroes will be born from them, and then they will die, and generations will keep on going, and this son of a bitch will still be alive, looking exactly the same as he always did. Because his molecular structure is way fucking different than anything that has ever existed in the DC universe. And even Superman, if you read comic books, is afraid of him. Because if this guy wanted to, he could wrap himself all around Superman and literally suffocate him. If not hold him prisoner like that for all eternity, and it wouldn't bother him. He wouldn't go hungry. He doesn't need anything. He's a cool character. But it's being made by James Gunn, is all I'm gonna say. Fuck you, James Gunn. We want fucking Batman, we want the Flash, and we want Superman, and Wonder Woman, and the Justice League. Stop giving us fucking trash ass, this is the ragtag fucking monsters and group of weird creatures you've never heard of. Guardians of the Galaxy. The DC version. Fuck you, you dick. I genuinely don't understand why anybody defends this piece of ass and is trying to say that he's some kind of genius who's gonna save the DC universe. It's gonna be amazing under his care, and they're gonna make millions and billions of dollars. This is gonna fail. The moment Superman comes out, Warner is gonna regret they gave him any sort of check or credit card or any kind of keys to the kingdom or any ass. They're going to cancel all of his future projects, and they're going to, unfortunately, still release everything he's filming and fast-tracking. He knows the moment Superman fails, that's it for him. So he's quickly, start filming Sergeant Rock, start filming Clayface, start filming Supergirl. Which, by the way, already started filming. Here's the first official picture of Millie Alcock. And no, Son of Man's not trying to be a dirty pervert. That's the little girl's name. Her name has cock in it. Alright? That's the way it is. Anyways. And according to Game of Thrones, she did it too. But here we go. James Gunn's a fucking idiot. Because Supergirl, a movie that no one has ever, general audiences, has ever really seen a Supergirl movie. But let's throw in a shitload of fucking characters in one movie. Give no origin story, no explanations to any of them. Put Jason Momoa as Lobo, following him, giving them a solo movie, and a bunch of other ass. And there you go. This is basically Superman, the Superman movie he just did, but with Supergirl. It's the same ass, a bunch of characters. The general audience is going to be lost. The critics are going to be lost, and they're going to tear it apart. The critics are going to tear this ass apart because he's giving origin stories to a bunch of characters no one's ever heard of. The regular person doesn't know who the fuck the Lobo is. Or Supergirl, or why she even has powers, or that she's even Clark Kent's fucking cousin that she got sent before he did on another pod, and then Brainiac caught her parents and the rest of them and put them in a little city and then captured them. Nobody knows none of that. And this idiot thinks that, oh, it's okay, we don't have to explain nothing, they're gonna understand. This is gonna blow up in their fucking face. And you're an idiot if you think they're gonna be successful. You're dumb as fuck. They're gonna suck ass. This guy's an idiot. He's autistic. He's a moron. I'm telling you. If you think I'm lying, you still think, oh, son of man, he's just a James Gunn hater. That's all he does. His whole channel, his basis, his whole fucking shtick is to hate on James fucking Gunn. Well, yeah, so what? Fuck you. I don't see you hating on anybody. I gotta hate on somebody. It might as well be this pussy. That's all I'm gonna say. But if you still want to say that I'm lying, here's some more people calling him out. Actual fucking fans of his. Oh, little fucking simps, motherfucker. Here's the wise and the victorious 2130. This fucking Punjabi motherfucker, not even from America, sucking on this fucking dick over here. He goes, oh, Mr. Gunn, how much of screen time does Millie Alcock have as Supergirl in Superman Legacy? And you know, this son of a bitch has nothing to do in life. So he's going to reply to these fucking Punjabi nerds. And he goes ahead and replies and he says, I never said she was in the movie. And he puts one of those faces like trying to humiliate him. Fuck you, James Gunn. One of these fucking nerds who idolizes you is over there slicking and slurping on the tip of your dick. And you want to fucking humiliate him in front of the rest of his nerd friends? Fuck you. How come you don't reply to me every time I reply to you, you son of a bitch? You're scared that the son of man will expose you for the fake that you are. You pussy. Reply to the son of man. I will destroy you in one tweet, you son of a bitch. This guy's a pussy. He only replies to pussies like this because I always write to him every fucking day. I'm there tweeting and messaging his ass, and that pussy never replies. I think he's blocked me a few times. I have to make more accounts and shit. Yeah. I'll expose you in one tweet, Gunn. You pussy. Anyways, you still think I'm lying? Oh, son of man's a hater. Here it is. The reason this fucking guy is lying. I never said she was in the movie. Well, guess what? You've been exposed because the leakers came out and said Millie Alcock, she was seen, and she's expected to be in James Gunn's Superman. Of course she's gonna be in it. Even for an end credit scene or a cameo, because hello, she's the next movie that's gonna come out and shit. And they're giving her no origin story, and there's already half a dozen other characters with superpowers in the goddamn movie. So why is she not gonna be in it? Fucking stupid. And so now James Gunn's coming, and he's like, oh, well, all I said was that I never said that she was not in the movie. So technically, I'm still saying the truth. Fuck you, Master fucking Gunn. This is some bullshit. I mean, how much are you guys gonna believe this piece of shit? Wasn't he the one that said fucking months ago when all the leaks were coming out that the bad guy in the movie was going to be Ultraman? And if you know, Ultraman is literally a clone of Superman, because the first leaker said it was going to be Bizarro, but then it turned out it's not Bizarro, it's actually just a clone of Superman. It's Ultraman. And then he said, Ultraman is not the... I don't know where all these leaks are coming from and all these lies. The only bad guy in the movie is Lex Luthor. Don't believe any lies unless I say something that is true. And then the trailer comes out, and there's a guy with a letter U on his fucking chest, like Ultraman. You fucking liar. This guy doesn't know how to lie. Here it is, caught in his own fucking lies. Supergirl's gonna be in the movie, you pussy, at least for a cameo or a little shot at the end. You dumbass. fucking trying to come up with more lies. This guy, I don't know why people defend this pussy, man. This guy, I'm telling you, this guy's a fucking liar. He's gonna be exposed for everything. And make sure to always like and subscribe and hit that notification so you can see us expose James Gunn on a weekly basis on the Underground broadcast. All right. Son of Man keeps hating on James Gunn. He's one of these fucking guys. He only likes Marvel. He likes to lick Kevin Feige's ball sack and his fucking rim his ass. That's what they say. Oh yeah, you think that's what I am? You think it's just me? Fuck you. Here's another nerd calling him out for his fucking lies. Jesse T. White, and this is a white motherfucker. They ain't a brown motherfucker like me. This is a white pussy, and he's all like, hey, pink, white, pink, fucking pussy. And he says, hey, Mr. Gunn, if shows like The Penguin and Harley Quinn are now in the DC studios, why isn't DC Studios the logo you made with the Superman and shit from the old school or the fanfare? Why isn't it attached to them, you pussy? Yeah. Well, this fucking guy, like I said, he has nothing to do in life, so he replies to every nerd except for the Son of Man, because he knows the Son of Man would expose him in one tweet, you pussy. And he replies to this nerd, fucking guy. He goes, all DC television and film projects are now under DC Studios, because Harley Quinn was developed long before we didn't think it was fair to put it under the DC Studio fanfare on here. On the Penguin show for Matt Reeves, which I delayed, the Batman Part 2 and all his other fucking projects, because I hate Batman and I don't want him to be successful. On the Penguin, we had a small hand in developing, mostly canceling and delaying all future projects. So we have a different DC Studios emblem at the end. We're currently working on DC Studios Elseworlds opening. We're gonna make a new like little logo for all these projects that are more successful than mine that I didn't do. We'll make a separate logo. It's gonna be shittier. Don't worry, but it's coming. That's basically what he's saying. Fuck you, James Gunn, you fucking dick. Here you go. Getting exposed. He's exposing himself with his fucking pretentious Steve Jobs wannabe fucking attitude. Look, motherfucker, you ain't you're not inventing the fucking iPhone, alright? You can't even make a fucking Batman movie because you're making clay fucking face movie, you pussy. Fuck you, James Gunn. Fucking dick. Everybody knows you're a fucking asshole, and I'm not even the one exposing you. Your fans are exposing you. Your own fucking fans. You don't believe me? Son of Man's a liar. Son of Man hates James Gunn. Oh, Son of Man's a hater. Fuck you. This is another nerd calling him out for his bullshit. Mr. Barnes 13 says, I mean, you're on a video stating that the big issue with DC in the past was spreading thin, and not having unification. That it would happen much. Yeah. But now you're saying video games are not unified and offshoot content like Elseworlds and shit and streaming servers, that's okay, and different labels, and Harley Quinn's not part of it. So Mr. James Gunn has to reply. Mr. James Gunn says, yes, well, one problems with the DCU is that in the past, there was no consistency because Zack Snyder and that Asian Walter Hamada was an idiot. All right, but now I'm a genius. I'm a Steve Jobs is my idol, and I know what I'm doing. But the truth is, I never meant, and I never said, as this is how we always envisioned it, all animated and video game content would be in the DCU. I did, however, and still say, Most TV and film will be in the DCU with the occasional Elseworld tale. Like, that's the Batman. I'm reading this verbatim, bro. That's not me making this. I know I fuck shit up sometimes. I'm reading this word for word. This guy's a dumbass. Like, Matt's the Batman. But it will have to be exceptional. Look at this piece of shit, man. I'll read that again. Fuck you, James Gunn. You fucking pretentious piece of shit. I have to start from the beginning, bro, because this is... Oh my god, this shows you what kind of a person he is. This never meant, and I never said, as this is how we always envisioned it. All animated and video game content would be in the DCU. I did, and still, say most TV and film will be in the DCU with the occasional Elseworld tale like Matt Reeves' The Batman, but it will have to be exceptional, or I will have to approve it, or I will have to delay it more because I don't want him in it at all. Is basically what he's saying there. I never mentioned streaming services, but I like more people able to watch DC stories. This guy is the big... If this guy is so full of shit, it's dripping out of his fucking ears. He's crying out literal shit. This guy's so full of it. Tears of shit, of human feces are coming out of his eyes because he's so fucking full of it. And he himself does it in his reply. He just told you he is jealous of Matt Reeves because he says, oh, with the occasional Matt Reeves story. You know what I'm saying? He even puts it there. Oh, with the occasional Matt Reeves story. But it has to be exceptional if it's going to be included or released. Because he's delayed it 2 fucking years. This guy's a piece of shit, bro. And people don't realize it yet. And I'm telling you, as soon as Superman comes out and fails, Warner Brothers will know what kind of ass they hired. What kind of autistic dumbass they've hired. Yeah. Oh, sunofman is a hater. He hates James Gunn. He doesn't like DC. He just wants to be licking Disney's asshole and rimming fucking dick and shit. Fuck you. Here's another one of your fucking fans calling this pussy out. Mitch XX51 or whatever that is. He says, oh, James Gunn finally got to finish watching the Creature Commandos, and it was brilliant. Can I suck your cock, please? And then he says, but I do have one question after watching it. Is the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker fully DC canon because most plot points in them were either referenced or followed up into Creature Commandos? So Mr. James Gunn has come out and tried to explain to this nerd exactly how he is fixing and creating his universe. And you would think it would be something simple that makes sense. But no. This is Mr. Jimmy Gunn, and this is what he replied. Well, the short answer is only Creature Commandos forward is canon. For instance, Rick Flag Jr. was killed because we heard Rick Flag Sr. talking about it in Creature Commandos, but not because we saw it in Suicide Squad. Which makes no fucking sense if you're a fucking person with a brain. And then he says, but the long answer is only Creature Commandos forward is canon. which is the same thing he said in the short answer. But he continues and says, Peacemaker is almost entirely consistent with that canon, other than the Justice League at the end of it. The Suicide Squad has a lot of consistencies, but I think of it as an imperfect memory. And I think that should summarize what the next few movies are going to be like for the viewer who watches them. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. And Warner Brothers just gave him fucking $1 billion to piss away on fucking fan fiction, fucking bullshit. Oh, I used to play with monsters and muds, like mud creatures, that because my parents were not rich enough, so I would play with the mud and make little mud monsters, and then I would make all the toys, and I played with shit. And I never played with I never played with fucking with Batman or Flash or Wonder Woman. I played with monsters and animals and shit. And so that's what he's doing, you idiots. And nobody understands that this guy's an idiot. And you gave him Superman and DC and $500 million, and you're gonna get nothing but trash. Oh. Anyways, fuck this guy. Just make sure you follow us here, you like and subscribe, and hit that notification for us to see us and the Son of Man expose James Gunn on a weekly basis for the fucking fake and piece of shit, dumbass, autistic idiot that he is. Until the day he fails, we're gonna keep calling him out, and we don't give a fuck what anyone says. I'm telling you, Superman's gonna be our biggest failure. Jurassic Park and Fantastic Four are gonna dominate in the box office, and this is gonna be the only movie that didn't make ass that summer. Just you wait. The Son of Man has prophesized right now in the channel for you. Anyways, it's that time of the night again. Let's round up the show and go right into the ending. And that is nothing but the MCU ass. What's left of it. Yeah, my friends, after fucking a decade and a half of movies, this is what we've been left with. These are the heroes that are coming to the forefront to save the day. Oh my God, how did we end up here? Anyways, new rumors. Creature Commandos is James Gunn's stupid cartoon shit. Anthony Timmons. But we're not doing that anymore. We're moving to the other ass. New rumors in the Marvel camp are stating that Marvel and Kevin Feige are now really opened to casting a light-skinned actor to take over the mantle of T'Challa. Now remember, the rumor in the past did say that they were recasting the Black Panther, but it wasn't going to be T'Challa or a new variant. It's going to be the grown-up version of his son that we saw at the end of Black Panther 2. So they can pick a young one, but an older one. But Kevin Feige says, well, we tried we tried going really BLMs. You know what I'm saying? But now we want to go a little bit like BWLMs, you know? Or, no, WBLMs. That's what we're trying to do. The white blacks. Because we got white Mexicans in our, you know what I'm saying, in our culture. We got the white Mexicans. The motherfuckers that got the same last name as you and your other friends. But they white as fuck. And they live in a 2-story house around the street in the rich neighborhood. Where you're gonna, if you try to walk over there, the neighbors are gonna be like, hey, what are you doing over here? I'm just going to my friend's house. You better just be going to your friend's house. I'm watching you. I got the cops on the other line, kid. Happened to me a lot. It happened to me a lot. That's what happens when you know a rich kid. A white Mexican. Well, apparently, fucking Feige is looking for a white and black to be the new Black Panther. According to new rumors. I don't know if any of this is true. It sounds like it could be true. It sounds like something Disney would do. They want to lighten up the atmosphere, as they say. It could happen. It could happen. I don't know. As long as Letitia Wright is not allowed any fucking more, is all I'm gonna say. I'll be glad with it. I'll be glad with it. Anyways, let's move on to some more ass. New rumor is that they have been fucking casting. This is on the thumbnail, y'all. This is what brought you to the channel tonight. But Storm for the X-Men has been being thrown around. Oh shit, wrong one right here. Sorry about that. And we got 3 contenders. Oh yeah. DeWanda Wise. This chick came out, and I forgot what movie she come out. Man, this chick is fucking... Look at her muscles and shit, and her chocolatey, shiny skin. Oh, yeah. And then we got Jodie Turner. Oh, my God. I just want to jump in that all over. And then this other lady, I'm not too crazy about this other lady, Cynthia Erivo. She's the witch. The Wicked Witch of the West or whatever, in the Wicked. They paint her skin green and shit. That's why she got that. She's alright, whatever the fuck. I mean, whatever. These are the contestants that Marvel was supposedly, and Disney, Kevin Feige was looking for Storm. A lot of them they're pretty old chicks, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if they're gonna go for an older Storm or Roro, this could work out for either of them. I feel like, unfortunately, and I do mean unfortunately because I'd rather have any of the other two, I do feel like Cynthia Erivo, the one who just came out in that Wicked movie, has more of a chance than the other two because she's already been in the Disney movie. So that already gives her leverage because she's already worked within the system. I hope this doesn't happen. Not being a hater. Just personally, I don't want it to happen. But anyways, but I feel like she's the one that's more in contestant. But today, a new rumor came out on top of these 3 chicks. Now they're saying that they might want to go a little younger. And they said that they might choose 29-year-old Ayo Edebiri. Some shit like that. I'm sorry, alright? I'm not from these countries, motherfucker. I barely can pronounce American names. I'm Mexican, Mexican-American, and these motherfuckers, we can barely understand languages. You know what I'm saying? I know part of 2 languages. Not even a complete language. You idiots. You try to fucking come at me and shit. You're the racist for trying to expect me to know what another motherfucker from another country sounds like. Anyways. So yeah, they might be going to a younger Storm, is what they're saying. Yeah, God damn it, man. I mean, I think these older chicks are hotter. That's all I gotta say. I'd rather have one of these three women than the little girl over here. But that's just me. That's all I'm saying. Because, I mean, Storm should be one of the older X-Men, more wise than the younger ones. The younger ones should be Cyclops and Jean, and Beast should be an older one. Beast should be an older one for sure. But the younger ones like Iceman and Jubilee, and they should make Cyclops and Jean young. Make them young. Fuck it. They shouldn't be old. They should be the same as Jubilee, the same as fucking Iceman, young. Angel. Make Angel young too. You don't need to be having old X-Men. The only old ones need to be Wolverine, Storm, and Beast. That's it. Those are your mentors for the MCU as an older Wolverine, Storm, and Beast. Perfect. So I would rather have any one of these 3 chicks. Like I said, I feel like Disney and Marvel's going to choose Cynthia Erivo because she's already been in that Wicked movie, and like I said, she's in the system already. You don't have to get her to fill out an application and get her social security number anymore. You already have it on file. So it's easy for the people, and it will work out. I feel that's what's going to end up happening. Anyways, let's see what ends up happening with the MCU. What will be end up happening, supposedly, is they are moving forward with this fucking Nova series. Yes, my friends. Nova. Richard Rider is finally going to get, even though they've been teasing it since Guardians of the Galaxy Part 1 with the Nova Corps. How the fuck you going to have a police corps named after the fucking guy who made and never show the guy? You know what I'm saying? It made no fucking sense. But Richard Rider, a series on Disney Plus supposedly is finally coming. And they're in the process of casting. They have scripts ready, directors, some sets, some ass, supposedly. And they want to cast, apparently, possibly, someone of color. So yes, my friends, we might actually have the first official illegal alien in the MCU. Ricardo right there. Oh, see.
Live.
They're probably gonna get Pedro Pascal since he already did the Mandalorian and ass. You know what I'm saying? It's so obvious what they're gonna do. He's already in the system too. Oh, he likes wearing a mask. Let's just say this time you're actually gonna move your lips and they're gonna see your mouth. Oh, that's wonderful. I'll do it. I'll do it for sure. And he's gonna do it, dumbass. Pedro Pascal. Oh wait, but he's Mr. Fantastic, so the man, he can be two characters. You're not gonna see the rest of his face, that dumbass. He's gonna do a different voice or whatever the fuck he's gonna be. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. So the man that's prophesized on the channel. So we might get a Mexican Nova, or they might just continue being racist to the Mexicans, and we're gonna get a black Nova. Because, you know, the only brown motherfuckers on screen nowadays gotta be blacks. They don't give a chance to the Punjabis or the motherfucking Mexicans. They're fucking racist against the rest of us motherfucking light-skinned browns. Only want the dark skins, you motherfuckers. Fuck you. Can't fight it. So I gotta say, that dick. There is some supposed leaks of what this show is supposed to be about, because they said before Bo DeMaio got fired. You don't remember who Bo DeMaio is? That the motherfucker who wrote X-Men 97 season 1 and directed it, but he got fired because he was grabbing people in the ass and going, nice job, and going, good job, motherfucker. Going like that, and then he was sending naked pictures of himself as like a Cyclops, like wearing the fucking visors but naked like that to his like employees and saying, use this as inspiration. Or he was painting himself blue like the Beast and naked, and then sending them, this is Beast, use it as inspiration to draw for the show. And so he got fired for doing all this perversions and shit. Over there at Marvel, he thought just because he was non-binary and gay that he can go walk around and do all this fucking P. Diddy shit. It don't fly, okay, motherfucker? Trump just got president, so they fired his ass. So yeah. You could be gay and homosexual and do all this shit, but don't just go around and force it on people, you sick son of a bitch. That's all I'm trying to say. He got fired. But before that, this son of a bitch supposedly was writing this show for Marvel. And the plot points of the show is that it was going to be like Starship Troopers. Yeah. Right? It was going to be like Richard Rider was on a mission with like, you know, kind of like black ops, like special ops to this planet, and they went to investigate. And she, Ibrahim, what's up, motherfucker? This motherfucker from Germany chilling with us right here. Cheers, Ibrahim. Ya motherfucker. Cheers. Anyways, so it was gonna be like Starship Troopers and shit. I gotta holler at motherfuckers from Germany. Anybody who shows up, I holler at motherfuckers. You know how we do on this channel. Y'all the woke pack motherfuckers. No channel is like this channel, you bitches. These gonna be like Starship Troopers, and Richard Rider was on a special ops team sent to another planet to investigate some infestation. And when they get there, there's all these bugs, the swarm, the fucking Annihilus swarm, and they fight them and shit. And they try to tell the Nova Corp, this shit's out of control, it's gonna spread and all this ass. But the Nova Corp is keeping it like under wraps, like they know, like, oh shit, but they don't want to tell people. And so it's like a conspiracy, and the Nova Corp is posting shit on the TV. Everything is fine. Join the Nova Corp and help protect the galaxy. You know, like the Starship Troopers, the commercials. And it was going to be like that. And it was like, going to be like he was trying to expose the conspiracy. Like, they're not telling people that this danger is coming and we don't know how to stop it. And that's what the show was going to be about and shit. I don't know how much of this stuff they've changed. They probably took off all the non-binary homosexual shit that this guy had in there. Because the same guy that put that morph was gay with Wolverine and all his ass. All that shit. So they probably took all that out. But you know what? This sounds like a badass story. Starship Troopers-like type of scenario for Nova. And the start of it. Because he said they're going to show Annihilus. It was just going to be the first wave of the Annihilus wave until finally this son of a bitch shows up to fucking conquer the Marvel Galactus universe and shit. The universe. The galaxy. Or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. The Marvel world. Where they live. You bitches. I got a feeling that Kevin Feige and Marvel are pretty lazy. And they probably went and they kept this. They probably changed some things. But I got a feeling this is probably what the series is going to be. And it's going to be similar to what we just said. Starship Troopers. And kind of like a campaign like that. And they're lying. They don't want to tell the rest of the universe that there's this crazy swarm of bugs coming to end everything. And they're trying to keep it on the low down and sending small squads to you know, keep them at bay. But it's getting out of control. And I think that's what it's going to be about. So we'll see, man. I think it sounds good. I think even if they choose a Mexican to be Nova, it won't be bad at all. You know what I'm saying? It'll only be black. It'll only be bad if he's fucking Jewish. Because everyone will get mad and they won't watch it. But anyways, let's move on from that. And move on. Some of the final ass. And it's the good ass. And I think it's some of the most predictable ass. Because I think everyone saw this coming. I mean, really. But it is being rumored and announced now that Marvel is asking Hugh Jackman to stay around after Secret Wars. And Hugh Jackman is so depressed from his divorce that he actually wants to do this for the next 10 years. So, hey, as long as you get a stunt double and you keep paying me millions, I'll keep doing it. So it looks like Hugh Jackman will stick around as Logan Wolverine for the MCU officially. Which makes more sense because, like I said, the older X-Men in the new X-Men, everyone should be young. Everyone. Cyclops, Jean, Iceman, Jubilee, Angel. They should all be young. Nightcrawler, if he's in it. They should all be young. Even Colossus. He should be big and tall, but he should be young. Everyone should be young. The only old ones should be Wolverine, Storm, and Beast. Beast is already Kelsey Grammer. We saw him in the end of credit scenes from the Marvels. That's going to be the Beast in the MCU. I promise you. That's going to be Kelsey Grammer, Beast, CGI. Looking exactly like the cartoon, because he looked CGI exactly like the cartoon. It was perfect. That's what it's going to be. And it's going to be Storm, the older Storm. I hope they choose an older Storm, and Wolverine. Those will be the 3 older mentor X-Men to the younger kids. That's the way it should be, bro. And I hope that's the way it is. But it looks like Annihilus will be the villain after Secret Wars. That'll slowly build up to it. And I hope it's a slow build up like Thanos. Thanos took fucking a good time before he became a threat. And I think that's what an Annihilus should be, slowly. Because this whole Secret Wars thing, and because they were building Kang, and then now they replaced him to Secret Wars and Doctor Doom. Everything's been rushed. Matter of 5-6 years, everything's been rushed. And it's sloppy and it's a mess. They need to slow burn it. I don't know why they went straight into Kang. It should have been Secret Invasion. It should have been the Skrulls. For fucking 5-6 years, all the movies slowly, they were finding that heroes are actually Skrulls. What's going on? And it's an invasion. That should have been a huge thing, and they fucked it up. But anyways, Hugh Jackman will be Wolverine for the next 10 years. I think it's going to happen. I think Hugh Jackman is sad of his divorce. He wants to do it, and Disney has no other choice because they need to make money. Because a lot of these movies are not any good. And so, yeah, I think it's going to happen. And since that's going to happen, I think the rumors that we've said in the past are probably going to end up being true. And it is true that we are going to get Hugh Jackman Wolverine versus Mark Ruffalo Hulk. Hulk versus Wolverine movie is coming. Probably going to lead into World War Hulk, which is also a rumor that's down the line. But this is going to happen. It's probably true. I don't doubt it for sure. Especially if Hugh Jackman's sticking around. So we'll see with that. The final bit of news to end it for the night is this. Robert Downey Jr. is now also being approached by Kevin Feige and being asked to stick around after Secret Wars as the MCU's Doctor Doom. So yeah, because it makes no sense for them to recast him after they just introduced him as a Doctor Doom variant from another universe. If they're gonna merge everything, why would he die and then there's gonna be a brand new guy with a new face being Doctor Doom? It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, of course, and he's gonna say yes because money. God, I mean, why wouldn't you, bro? He came back for this. And hello, I got a feeling, this is my theory. This is how, if I was RDJ, this is how I would leverage this. Because I'm old. This is a big commitment to continue making these movies. This is how I would do it. I know comic books and I'm a nerd. Unfortunately, I don't think RDJ or his people, but I hope they watch the underground broadcast and they might get a little bit of fucking information of what to do for this deal. But this is how I would do it, RDJ. Listen to the Son of Man advice for you, my friend. I would say, okay, I will be Dr. Doom. I will come out in a Fantastic Four movie, in Avengers Doomsday, and in Secret Wars. And for those 3 movies, Dr. Doom will not wear a mask. You will see my face. I will not be deformed. I will look perfect. I will look like Robert Downey Jr., but I will be Victor Von Doom, Iron Man. I will be that character, but with this face. And you will show the face the whole time. But at the end of Secret Wars, after whatever happens, that will fucking disfigure my face. And from then on, in the new MCU, I will wear the mask, covering my deformed face. And so then, me, Robert Downey Jr., I only have to come in and record my voice, and you can just get to stand in for all your bullshit, Mr. Feige, and keep paying me millions of fucking dollars. Oh, yeah.
Live.
That's how I would do it if I was RDJ. But this guy doesn't know comic books, and his people don't know any better. And unfortunately, he's probably going to have to go and film the movies and show his face for the next fucking 10 years or whatever he's going to agree to. But this is a perfect opportunity for him to do that. Only show my face for these movies. Don't scar and ruin Doom's face till after Secret Wars. So from then on, he will, at the end of Secret Wars, he's mad because he lost and blah, 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 everything's good for the heroes. And he's mad, and then he puts on the mask and says, I am Doom from now on. That's perfect. That's perfect. But I don't know if they're going to do that. That's how I would do it for sure. You take advantage of the fact that way he can continue coming in and just recording his voice. And if he gets old or crippled or anything happens to him, it's just a fucking voice you have to do from then on, because the guy's wearing a mask because he's never going to show his face because it's fucked up from then on. So it's a good fucking thing too. Cillian Murphy would have been a very good Doom. My pick is still what's his name? I have a certain set of skills. You don't know who I am, but I have a certain set of skills that I have accumulated over the years. I will find you. Liam Neeson. That's who I would have loved to have as Dr. Doom. Or the guy who played Destro. That guy has a badass voice. I don't know what that guy's name is. If you ever go back and watch the G.I. Joe movie, the shitty one, the guy who played Destro, that guy has a good fucking voice, bro. I don't know who he is. But I would have chosen Liam Neeson's or fucking that guy Destro to be Dr. Doom if I had a pick. But Robert Downey Jr. is a fucking slick. It's a slick move. I don't know if it's a wise decision, but it's a slick move because it brings people that you lost in the past 5 years. It does. People that you lost, it brings them back into the theaters to give you some money. Hopefully he pulls it off, man. Or the guy, the Russo brothers rewrote these two stories. They threw away the scripts and they said, if you want to, that's another thing, is they brought back the Russo brothers, and those guys are good at action movies and good at storytelling too. And they said, if you want us back, we're rewriting these two stories, and they rewrote them. So at the very least, these two movies, Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, they're gonna be good. I hope. You know, they have RDJ and they have, you know, the directors that wrote the best movies we've ever seen from them. I mean, The Winter Soldier, to this day, that's what every movie should have been like. The way The Winter Soldier was, every MCU movie should have been, that should have been the template of what all the movies should have been like, man. That's the perfect movie in all of them. It's like when you see all the Disney shitty Star Wars, and you notice that Rogue One is what everything should have been like. Rogue One is the movie that should have been the template to what everything Disney was making, but they're idiots. That's what the MCU should have been like. What fucking The Winter Soldier was, the MCU should have been. All of it. That's what I think for that. I mean, I am excited for Doomsday and for Secret Wars. I am excited. I think the possibility is there for them to make a good story, an epic story. what's gonna lead us to there, we'll see. I mean, the Captain America movie's gonna fail, bro. No matter if it's gonna make 90 million the first weekend. Yeah, what about the second one? 5 million? Fuck you. It ain't gonna, that movie's gonna fail. What's the leading up to these movies? Who knows? Spider-Man, nobody knows. All the rumors sound like ass. All the leaks sound like ass. It just feels like they don't know what they're doing anymore. And the Russo brothers are the only hope for us to get anything good in the next, 3-4 years, whenever these movies come out. It's only going to be 2 movies they're doing, but those are the 2 movies that are going to be good. So yeah, that's it that I have for you for the MC ass that is left until the reset. Because after Secret Wars, it'll be a brand new world. It's going to be beautiful after Secret Wars. Because everything will finally be together. X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, and Spider-Man. And hopefully they will bring us back. Tony Stark and Steve Rogers. Recast it. Brand new actors. Probably young. But they'll be there again. Because everything's, they're going to remake reality. And everything will be back perfect. Everybody will live together. That's the plan. After Secret Wars, because that's what happened in the comics. So that's gonna be cool, and that's something to look forward to. Unless the new world is full of lesbians, non-binaries, gays, trannies, and homosexuals. Hopefully there's room enough for a guy who wears a bandana, wears makeup, and has braids, and smokes weed and drinks all day. Oh yeah, I'll
live.
All right. But anyways, I am done with the comic book nerd shit for tonight. And honestly, I think I have ranted enough for all of you motherfuckers for tonight. So I am going to leave you with a little bit of life advice to take home for the evening. And listen up, because this is important. This might actually fucking benefit you in your life, in your soul, in the journey that you're on. Alright, here's my advice to you. And it might be something that you might not want to take. I don't know. It all depends on how you perceive it. Right? But here it goes. Don't you ever in your life take advice from a person that you wouldn't want to have their life. And what I mean by that is that if some motherfucker comes up to you, like my friend over there, who's been divorced twice, he's got kids littered all over town. Some of them might not even be his, but for fucking some dumbass reason, he's still paying child support for the dumbass. He's over there. He comes over and he tries to tell me that I'm living life wrong, that I should do this and that. And I start thinking, fuck, maybe he's right. No, don't you ever take advice from somebody whose life you wouldn't want to have. If somebody starts giving you advice, ask, would I want to have his life? And if the answer is no, right away stop listening to that idiot. Alright, only take advice from people that you'd say, you know what, he has a good life. I should listen to this son of a bitch. Alright, that's the Son of Man's advice. And if you don't like how the Son of Man lives, and you don't want the Son of Man's life, then don't take my advice. And that's my advice for tonight. Have a good night, and God bless you all. Cheers. And I'll see you next week.
Live.
What the fuck, man? Fucking running like lady, eh?